What's good, everyone? I just woke up right now, and yeah, I wanted to talk about in this video just like where I'm gonna take this channel because I'm realizing that the more and more as the time passes on, I'm realizing as that social media, internet in general is just full of shit. So um, I'm not gonna be on here because I said it before. I already said it. Like 99% of the people who watch my page don't watch it for the content and the teaching. And I don't like. I've never really been somebody who consider myself a teacher. It's just something that like I talk it just comes natural to me. Like I don't have to try to do it. That's why sometimes when I be telling you niggas um like I'm not gonna try to go deep, but then I go deep, or I'll be talking about shit that's not deep, but then it actually goes deep. It's because of that. It's because of like it's just naturally in me. So like as the channel says, like I'm turning this shit into a roasting channel. When I say that, it doesn't mean there ain't gonna be no teaching because, like I said, I can bring it out in anything. Like a lot of people, what I realize about like even like roasting people in astrology, like if you're ever gonna, let's just say you want to roast somebody or you want to do something negative to somebody or positive to somebody in real life, if you know their sun sign, their moon and their Mars, especially their moon, their sun and their Mars, or just their chart in general, you can actually play on their shit. Let's just say there's somebody you fucking hate and you want to cuss them the fuck out. If you know their moon and their sun and their Mars and all that, you can pick a certain date where the moon it lands, or even if it's like a certain transit lands, and then when you attack them that day, and this works for positive too, not just negative, but when you attack them that day, it's gonna hit harder because of the alignments. Like this is some. Well, I'm not gonna really get too much into it, but this is bitch ass because I don't like to get too much of my personal life. But this is bitch ass nigga, and well, I'm not even gonna get into that. There's no point in getting into that. But you guys get what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna turn this into a roasting child. There's one stupid ass dingy ass bitch that she had the audacity to put me in her post, and there's two actually. And I already exposed one of them. The other bitch, she fucking molested her children, and she got molested when she was young. But yet she has the audacity to sit there and put me in a post and try to tell me that I'm a troll. Like, bitch, you're a fucking troll. You found my motherfucking page. You old ass, disgusting ass bitch. How you a fucking? You're not even a black female, or so-called black female. You don't have no of the strife issues so-called black people have. You're a female at that, and you have your kids taken away from you. You fucking idiot. Like how you gotta be really fucked up to be a female and have your kids taken away from you. And not even a so-called black female, because you already know how this system they hate on black people. They have to every so-called black person they have to destroy and try to talk shit about is like they got so that's why I say black female, because black people are just doing their thing. Anything that white people complain about black people, white people created. So shut the fuck up about, oh, we do most violence, we do the most that, we're the most. Shut the fuck up. That doesn't mean shit, bitch. White people will always be the worst people in terms. Not I don't when I say white, I don't want to mean like the average white person. You're just regular like everyone else. I'm talking about in government, those type of people, because those people in government, they don't fuck with you. So if you're white and you watch my channel, those people in government, they don't fucking give a fuck about you. That's why you have to pay taxes. That's why you have to worry about the cost of groceries, and their families don't. Their families live off your taxes. So always keep that in mind. I'm not talking about, I don't want you to think, oh, I'm being racist. No, it's nothing to do with that. But it's like the so-called white people in government, they're the ones who actually killed millions of people, create poisons and biological weapons to put in the fucking food in the air. They did wars like in World War One, World War Two, killing all these Europeans. There will always be the worst, most bloodshed people. So don't shut the fuck up about black people doing crimes and doing this and doing that. 99% of the people, black people in the hood who do that shit, is they do it because that's the community that they're in, dummy. Obviously, if you create a situation where motherfuckers can't even pay rent barely and got to hustle to survive, niggas gonna kill each other. Change the economic system, you fucking retard. Teach people how to actually build and harness resources of the land instead of teaching them how to go get a shitty, dumb, dingy ass job just so they can go get money to give back to the system, not even learning how to actual provide for themselves. Like, it's fucking stupid. So I'm gonna turn this into a roasting channel. Fuck all you niggas who have an issue with that. I don't give a fuck. First, I might expose that one bitch. What's that bitch's name? I forgot her name, but you guys know who you are. I know Jay Vass knows who that stupid dingy ass bitch is. This stinking ass, ugly ass bitch. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my TV on. Damn, I can't even film it this way because weak ass StreamYard. I got the TV right there and everything. So I was gonna put it on fucking YouTube on the TV, but I have to go on YouTube app and I have to charge my phone. I might actually go on. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because I have to go on the YouTube app, and I don't want to end this live stream. I'll do it next time I go live, but this live is gonna be an intro or a pre, whatever the fuck they call it, prologue, a pre something, where it's before when I actually do the real original shit. So this is gonna be a pre. So let me open this fucking window. It's getting hot as fucking. Send me any ideas. Send me like any videos and shit. I'm not gonna like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like videos you guys got, like those TikTok videos. I'm gonna be exposing those. So send me those videos. I'm not gonna go in on just everything and everyone because I'm not really trying to be just straight up just disrespectful to somebody who's just doing their thing. I'm not like that. Well, actually, I can't really say I'm not. At least right now, I'm not like that because right now, like, one thing about me is I'm honest and I'm real. I'm in a good mood right now, so I'm not like that. But let's just say something happens to me in a year or two that pisses me the fuck off and causes me to not give a fuck, then I might just straight up go all bars and just start disrespecting every fucking body. But right now, I'm in a good mood. I'm not in that mood to really just start tearing new assholes into just everybody that I see on here, because depending on the situation in my life that play out, if something happens that pisses me the fuck off, I may just have a not give a fuck attitude where I will go that far. But as of right now, I'm in a good mood and I'm trying to keep it like that. I don't want to, there's no need for me to do that. So, yeah. But I'm gonna be turning this into a roasting channel. No, this doesn't mean I'm not gonna be teaching. Doesn't mean that, because this could be everything in everything channel. I'm gonna teach, do whatever. But I am gonna just implement free for all status into this bitch, where I just do whatever the fuck I feel like it, whenever and how I feel like it. So I'm gonna just implement free for all status. So it's still gonna have all my other shit. It's just this shit's gonna be added, because like all these other lame ass, weak ass content creators, they have a niche. I don't have a fucking niche. Why the fuck am I having a niche for? Only niche you should have is if you're getting paid on YouTube. If you're getting paid on YouTube, or if that's your way of making money, then who am I to tell you how to make money? Because if you told me how I'm making my money and what I'm doing is wrong or right, I'm gonna be like, who the fuck is you? Even if you told me good job, you're making a lot of money, that's a good hustle, I'm gonna be like, who the fuck are you to tell me that? So if I was doing a bad job, you would tell me it's bad. Because if you're telling me I'm doing good and you care so much about me doing good and I don't give a fuck about you, I don't know you, so that means if I was doing something bad, you'll say something negative. So actually, don't tell me nothing good or don't tell me nothing bad if I don't fuck with you. Plain and simple. Don't give me a compliment. Don't give me a negative, because fuck you. That's one thing I always hate. I be around my dad's friend, and I don't fuck with his friends because they be on some like bougie ass. Like some of them be like on some stupid ass Asian motherfucker. He's like, you're a real disciplined son, and you're really good, and you got discipline and you're good. In my mind, I'm like, it sounded so fucking fake. I'm like, nigga, you don't even fucking know me. If you knew me, nigga, you probably not like what I stand for or who I am. I'm obviously acting like this because I'm around my fucking family. There's no reason for me to act myself because I don't know you. And it's not even like I'm acting fake. It's just I don't need to express certain things. So let's just keep it like that. Like, so when I see shit like that, I don't like fake ass shit. So that's why I'm like, nigga, fuck you. When you give me a compliment, or if you give me a negative compliment, fuck you either or, unless I fuck with you. But I want you guys to check out this stupid. Well, I'm not even gonna get this bitch a shout out. I'm gonna leave her on my communities tab. You guys seen that stupid ass bitch damn, I don't want to say her name. I'm not trying to give her no shout out because ain't nobody watch her shit or fuck with her shit. But she had the audacity to fucking put her name in my fucking mouth, bitch, when she molested her fucking kid. You stupid, ugly, dingy ass, faggot ass bitch. You old as fuck. You like in your 50s. You fucking schizophrenic and you're delusional as hell. How are you gonna sit there and come on my channel telling me I'm a motherfucking troll when you came on my channel telling me that I just complain or I need to? Why don't you just go? Like, bitch, you can't tell shit about shit. Why don't you just go get your kids? Stupid ass bitch. Just go get your kids. You can't just go get your kids because you're a stupid, dingy ass, faggot ass bitch. And like, how does that even work in America where the woman loses the kid? You must be a real fuck up to lose your goddamn kids and be a female. Doesn't it always go, the courts go to the man's side? Bitch, every video you talk about, I wanted this is for my kids. Bitch, you ain't never seen them fucking ugly ass kids until you fix your mental health. You fucking weirdo. Like, they need to stay the fuck far away from me. You'll probably leave the fucking stove on and they'll burn their hands because you so undisciplined around children. You don't even know how to parent, bitch. You need to take parenting 101. And the fact that you even need to take that class, you should never see your kids because who the fuck could teach you how to be a parent? So the moment anybody who signs up for parenting classes 101 should never be able to see their kids because you need the system to tell you how to parent. That's a red flag right there. You fucked up already. You need to go somewhere with your stupid dingy ass fucking talk about she Native American. Why the fuck everybody claim they Native fucking American all of a sudden? But you Native American, but yet you don't got shit. You don't got no knowledge. You don't got nothing that a Native American would have. You don't know the traditional dances. You don't know the songs. You don't know the culture. But yet you Native American. Get the fuck out of here. If you don't know the language, if you know somewhat of the language, if you ain't Native American, get the fuck out of here, bitch. You a fucking Mexican. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but everyone's trying to claim Native and show this stupid black bitch. Yo, I'm Creole, I'm Native. I'm like, bitch, no, you ain't Creole, you ain't Native, you fucking whatever the fuck, you black. You ain't even African because you don't claim that. So you nigger colored and black. Because if you're not African, which so-called nigger colored black, they don't claim because they say they're Native, then you disclaim who you are. So you're plus you don't even from Africa. I actually know the tribe I'm from. I'm from Yoruba tribe from Africa. You motherfuckers say we from Africa. What tribe you are, bitch? Fuck out of here. That's why I started like motherfuckers always talk about well, they Native. Bitch talk about she Native. Bitch, you ain't no fucking Native. Native American would know how to deal with their mental illness. You don't know how to deal with your mental illness. I'm gonna see if I could. I'm gonna show you the bitch's video on the phone. I'm gonna show you her video on the phone. Just listen how this bitch talks. And this other bitch in the fucking. Well, I'll get into that later, cause she got that I don't even want to even get into that probably because it's too easy and I don't want to just. There's already a lot of people on that motherfucking bitch's ass. I don't want to be part of the like fit in crowd. Oh, I'm trying to get on the bandwagon, but it's like no, I do actually have a reason. That bitch posted me on her community site. I fucking left a comment saying, "Bitch, you need to take responsibility. You a fat ass bitch, and you 47-year-old begging for money. Get the fuck out of here." And I fucking left it, and the bitch all posted, "Oh, look at this dude. He's trolling me. He's like bitch, your ugly, fat, disgusting nigga ass. Get the fuck out of here, you ugly ass, dingy ass bitch. You need somebody. That's why ain't nobody in your family fuck with you. That's why you fucking delusional and you mentally ill. Don't talk about me, bitch. I'll cuss you the fuck out. I'm not gonna go too hard because I'm in a good mood right now. At this state of my life, I'm in a good mood. But give me like a couple years, and if things change, then I'll start ripping everyone and I'll start saying shit that I don't really want to go too much into this right now because I don't want to go too much because right now I'm just kind of keeping it on a certain level. Okay, where's this bitch's fucking... I don't even want to show this bitch's video. This bitch went into the fucking... Like, first of all, she found my page. She left a comment, like, I think like 2 years ago on my page saying something. And then I forgot. It wasn't no disrespect, but the bitch at the comic is this bitch right here. I know Jay Vast knows who she is. Look at her fucking page. This stupid, dingy ass bitch. Talk about her sexual abuse and her mother let her kids So it just showed you got a retarded ass mother. The mother left the kids with some dude, and the kids got fucking molested. You got a retarded, stupid ass mother, and the kids have to pay for that. And it's just a reflection because didn't you say your ass was sexually abused or some shit, bitch? That's why you look fucking retarded in the fucking face, you stupid ass hoe. So it's like it's some family curse because yo stupid ass you can't even take responsibility. You say you blame your mother, bitch. It's your fucking kid. Why the fuck wouldn't you get your shit right where your kid was in your life? That's why I don't have no fucking kids, because if I had kids, um, I probably the mindset I'm at, I probably would not really give a fuck about them like I should give a fuck about them, as I'm not ready for no kids. But I don't sit there and go out and I have fucking kids and create that karma and that shit on my soul like you other motherfuckers. Bitch is fucking retarded. Bitch went to City fucking. First of all, how do you watch my page and you went to City fucking Hall? This bitch went to City fucking Hall. You went to City fucking Hall. Like a fucking 3-year-old. What the fuck is this shit? Who brings a rubber duck in public? You fucking 3 years old, but right by the police. Who the fuck is antagonizing the police? Going about your business, you fucking faggot ass, stupid ass bitch. How you find my page and you went on to City Hall? You went to City Hall, you stupid ass bitch. You went to City Hall and you're talking about Elon Musk and voter fraud. And what the fuck does Elon Musk and voter fraud have anything to do with anything that's important? Get the fuck out of here. Like it's like this is why I say YouTube is fucking retarded, man. You got 99% of the shit people talk about on YouTube, they would not have known it if they were not on YouTube. Like you got people talk about targeting individual community and people gang stalking me wearing red, or the government and voter fraud and the economy. Bitch, you wouldn't know any of that stupid shit if it wasn't for the social media, the internet, and its creation of it, and what these fucking feds and these Jews decide to put on it to make you look stupid and sound stupid. That's their shit. So when you go on it and you take their shit and start regurgitating it, you just sound like fucking retarded. Like they'll tell you, people are indoctrinated. Nobody listens. No, nobody should. Everyone should break free from the matrix and be free and don't be indoctrinated by the programs. But yet, just that sentence alone is indoctrination. Who the fuck said you program? Who the fuck said you? Bitch, you program because you fucking retarded. The fuck? Like, first of all, anyone, like, for you to say that you're programmed, if you say you're programmed, that means you realize you're programmed. But if that's the case, that means you're still programmed right now. What are you, unprogrammed? You're not ever programmed? No, bitch, you're programmed because the shit coming out your mouth is the program still. Gang stalking. You thinking like, oh, the economy's down and this and that, all this stupid shit. Okay, yeah, the economy's down, bitch, but for you, because you can't afford shit. But yet there's somebody out there who's rich. The economy ain't down for them, bitch. So obviously the economy ain't down like you think it's down, dumbass. Use your fucking common sense. Obviously, it's fake. Anything. I'm not saying that it's no economic issues, but that shit is all manufactured. It's constructed. You stupid ass. So you talk about all this shit. A red, somebody in a red coat. Why is it a red coat? Why isn't it a purple coat? One headlight. This car has one headlight. It's following me. That's because of gang stalking tactics 101. Then shut the fuck up, bitch. Shit is fucking crazy. Like, this world we live in is fucking stupid, man. It's crazy, man. Like, even when I walk out in public and I go to the store, you see a bunch of dumb or degenerate ass people. Like, it just, like, you'll see people like they'll say, oh, everyone's so angry, everyone's so upset. If you're angry and upset, I'm not saying you shouldn't be angry and upset, but 99% of the reasons the average person is angry and upset is stupid fucking reasons, because you can easily remedy and fix your situation. This is why I tell you guys, do not feel sorry for anyone. And I'm not saying don't help anyone. Like, when I helped a homeless person the other day. He needed something to eat. He's like, well, he doesn't have his money. He didn't have his social security card, and he needed something to eat. I went to Kroger's and I stole him probably like $50 worth of shit. I got him some chicken, some turkey, like 3 sandwiches, some chips. I just walked out of that bitch. I didn't give a fuck. I gave it to him. I'm like, this guy needs something to eat. He's hungry. The system has fucked him over. So I'm not saying, oh, the system is bad, it's good. I'm at this point, I'm indifferent to it. I look at it like, this guy needed something to eat. He didn't have money. I'm gonna go get him something to eat. In the story, I'm not looking at it like, oh, the system fucked him over. I can give a fuck about any of that shit, because at the end of the day, I'm doing my thing and I have my trajectory of what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna sit there and take on other people's problem like it's my problem. Yeah, he's going through something, but I don't look at it from a perspective like, no, I looked at it like he needs something to eat. I'm gonna go get him something to eat. I don't want to waste my money on it, because why should I? Because there's a lot of stuff in this fucking building that they call a grocery store, and if there's a lot of stuff and people aren't buying it and they throw it away, and this guy's hungry, why should I go spend my money that I have? And I could have bought his fucking food for him 3 times over, but I decided not to. So I just took the shit and I walked the fuck out of it. And I gave it to him, and he was thankful and he was grateful. But even when I seen this homeless guy, right? Even when I seen this homeless guy, I looked at his energy. I didn't just help him, because certain people, I look at them and they're homeless. I'm like, this bitch ass nigga deserves it. Like I seen this nigga when I was on my way to Whole Foods last week. He was all asking for money. He had a very evil, wicked spirit. Very evil, wicked, and I'm like go into this evil, wicked spirit. And it wasn't like he was doing something negative or demonic, or he was doing something like that will readily make you see he's negative. This guy was just standing there, but I can tell by the way he was standing, by the way his eyes looked, by the way his body language, by the way he like smiled, he was an evil piece of shit. And this takes intuition. It's not just, it's like his intuition. So I was like, I'm not gonna help. I'm not gonna disrespect him, but I'm not gonna help. So I didn't help him. I think this other dude, I could tell he was just like a very, like, I could see his energy. So I was like, let me help this guy. And when I went and helped him, he was very grateful and thankful. Some of these motherfuckers, and it's nothing to do with race, because there was this white dude I seen, he was homeless. I went and helped him, but the nigga that he looked demonic, he was a nigga. I didn't want to help him because he just had a very negative, wicked energy and spirit. So I was like, I'm not gonna help him, man. So I'm not. It's not about race or none of that shit. It's just about if you're an evil, wicked person. That's why I tell you, don't just help everyone. Get your intuition. Only help those. And people will say, "Oh, help, it doesn't matter. You help people in need, and it doesn't matter." Okay, if that's the case, bitch, I'm not a millionaire, so come help me. If you got $1 million, give me $1 million, and don't look at anything else. Don't look at the fact that I didn't work for anything or did get anything. Just give me your $1 million that you work hard for. Shut the fuck up. You're not gonna do that. So shut the fuck up. Don't say that. You see it, when I talk like that, it's an exception. This is how I say we live in a retarded, stupid ass world. Most people, like you'll see all these videos on TikTok and on the internet of people are unhappy. Society is this and it's the good. No, the reason people are unhappy is because people are fucking retarded. That's what you got to understand. 99% of people who are upset, angry, don't look at it like, oh, the government did something. Not to say the government didn't do anything, but if you look at these people's life, the reason they're upset is because they can't afford the new fucking PlayStation, or they can't afford a new fucking 2025 car that they want. Like, it's dumb shit that's not important. Like, oh, I'm a Gen Z and I can never own a house. Bitch, what the fuck you do to even, you don't even know how to, first of all, you should be trying to want to build a house, not trying to make it, try to get in debt to get a fucking house in this weak ass, dumb ass economy, in this stupid ass system. You should try to learn how to build one and make your own house. That's what you should be angry at. Oh, we can't afford a house because the rent and the housing market is getting. Hey, shut your stupid ass up, bitch. First of all, you don't even have any creative gift or talent or any purpose in life that you're focused on more than just getting a fucking house. Then maybe if you focus on that, maybe the house will come, or maybe you won't even want a fucking house. So why the fuck you want to get in debt and pay property tax the rest of your fucking life, you stupid dumbass bitch? That's why your ass don't have one, you stupid ass motherfucker. And there's always a stupid motherfucker who don't have. That's one thing I hate about Gen Z, right? They don't have shit and they don't own shit and they never went through shit, but then they feel like they entitled to a whole bunch of shit. Like you'll see a Gen Z, like literally like a motherfucker who don't have shit, never experienced shit, has the audacity to talk about like somebody, that person has a dingy ass dirty car. Like, bitch, you don't even own a fucking car. Like, if that's the case, bitch, go get you a fucking 2025 rate then. If it's like that, like you don't even have one. Like, they have the audacity like to like look at shit like they're so important. Like, bitch, you're not even important, and you're worried about material shit. Like, anybody I know that's worried about material shit's a fucking lame. Like, I hate people that are like material like that. I'm not saying if you like nice things, like, and it's not even that. It's because most people who value material shit are people who can't get material shit. So that's where it angers me. If you're somebody who values it, but you got it, then I'm not talking about those people, because those people, like they're like, they go and get what they want, which is nothing wrong with that. But if you're the type of person who you want something but you don't get it, but then you complain that you don't have it, People like that are gonna keep you stuck in a rut. That's why I say don't be around a lot of these negative bum ass people, because they're gonna keep you stuck and not going anywhere. Like it's fucking crazy. Like I don't know. It just I hate the way like what social media has done to people. I fucking hate it. Like even like I can't even like I'm sitting here, right? I'm playing my fucking game yesterday, right? And I was stuck on a level, right? And I went to go see the level of the game, like what's the next level, or like if I let's just say like I got my TV like the other day, right? It was a Black Friday sale. I was looking at what TV to get that has the good specs, and I can't even watch the video. Like I'll go online, right? I go on like you know how these people who do like tech reviews. I'll go watch a tech review channel. I can't even watch the video because their voice sounds so retarded. Like it's some stupid dingy ass fucking cracker out. Oh, if you want to get the SQ213 model TV, and shut the, I can't even listen to it. Like I'm like, put somebody that's normal. It's like it's so annoying. It's like I hate the way people sound. I hate the way people act. It's so fucking lame in this year. And I know it's to do with social media because like I grew up before that shit because social media didn't really pop off to 2015. Really, it didn't really pop. Like, it was still like shit, but 2015, 2014 has really popped off. But then when we hit 2000, like 2019, 2020, that's when it really went through another evolution. And I noticed after that, it's got that's when it started getting really worse. But like after 2015, it was like the beginning stages of it. People just were on it, but it wasn't. No one took it serious, really. Like if you were somebody who was on it too much, kind of, people looked at you weird. Like if you told people in 2014 like you were making YouTube videos, people would like look at least from my area. Even when I was back in the so-called the social anxiety community and all that other shit that I used to be in, like back in 2014, ask Zach Yo, the dude who be on my channel. That's how I know him from back in the day. If you were making YouTube videos and you told people about it, people would look at you like you're weird. Like you talk to a camera. Like I remember it was a time that was like that. It wasn't cool. But like, and then if you looked at it, people are more in the world. But like now, it's like everyone is trying to be something that they're not because everyone feels like this is like the final frontier of life and shit. Like oh, everyone got to be on. So everyone's trying to act like their favorite content creator. Everyone's trying to act like what they seen. So now, if you watch too many MGTOW videos, you're liable to be like a bisexual or a closeted bisexual, semi-homosexual, because you like talk shit about women, and it's all because of like the shit you're watching on the internet. Or like let's just say you're somebody who's broke as fuck and you don't have no money. You're like starting to be like look at it like it's normal because everyone's broke and America's going broke, even though fucking they just spent $1 million on renovating the White House, but yet America's broke, doesn't have money. You have dumbass people that believe that shit, but yet a fucking politician's driving a nicer car than you, if you even have a car. Like, but yet America's going broke. So everyone's starting to think fucking retarded. So we get this stupid dingy ass bitch, her mentality. I'm trying to teach the lesson with everything. I don't want to just go because I'm a roast, but it's like I like to like bring everything into one. Like why people are retarded like this. Like it's and then you got the trauma, which everyone's been through trauma. I'm not saying trauma is something that everyone's been through. You getting the way that the medical system gives birth to children, that's a trauma. This is why when you're born, you're crying. And that's trauma because the way they give birth is not normal. So this is why you're not even supposed to cry when you're fucking born. So everyone goes through trouble when you're getting birthed through this system. Not to mention the uncircumcised, all the other shit because your parents probably didn't do certain shit that you're like all of that's trauma. So there's little trauma like that. Then you got other ones like you guys know the other big shit. This stupid bitch got her pussy played with. So now her mind's fucked up. She can't go and heal. So now her whole fucking life is about her kids and this and that and how she's a victim and her mother let her kids fucking play with their little ass dick because she let some man play with their little ass dick because she was somehow unresponsible as a parent, which went down to her fucking daughter, which is why the reason why you can't see your kids, because you're an unresponsible ass bitch of a mom. See how the shit goes, and then like there's nothing in the system to like make this like not be a fucking problem. There's nothing in the system to make this not be a problem. So now since it's a problem, because me, I'm a type of person, I don't give a fuck about your problems. Like real, like I don't, I'm not trying, I don't feel sorry for no one. I don't give a fuck about, unless it's something to do with me personally, or um I don't give a fuck about your problems. So if you have issues, if anything, I'll probably bring your issues out more and disrespect you more and trigger you even more if you piss me the fuck off. Like, I don't care about your problems, but so that's where it's a problem for me. But like I said, this is why I keep my mouth shut and I mind my fucking business. I don't go out there and start trouble. I just keep my mouth shut and I mind my own business. And I think that's the reason why a lot of things in my life it plays out the way I do, and I don't have a lot of issues that people have because I disconnect from people who have problems. If you have an issue, I cannot be fucking around you, because even I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because I can have problems too, but I don't like to be around people with my problems because most people are too degenerate to handle their problems. So if I'm around somebody, this is why every time I make money, I do something successful. Like I go, like whatever, even if it's not just money, but things that are like success. Like let's just say I'm trying to accomplish a 40-day fast. I'm not gonna be around a fat ass motherfucker who eats all the time. I'm not gonna be around somebody who says they're fasting but they don't fast all the time. Or I'm gonna be around motherfuckers by myself, because that's when you able to do your thing. The only time I will say it's okay to align with someone to help you is if they're doing what you're doing at a better scale. Like if you're trying to go on a fucking 20-day fast, this motherfucker did a 60-day and he does it every day. Then that's different. But there's very few people that are like that in the world, and usually people like that, they're gonna be more guarding of their energy as well. That's why I say you want to learn how to do shit on your own and create your own energy, and don't be dependent on other people. Don't be dependent on energy. Only be dependent on yourself. That's where I have the best luck in life. Every time when things work smooth for me is when I'm doing it on my own. When I'm doing it on my own. Every time even when I was doing my scams back in 2015, I told you I was doing my little check scams, and then we did the credit card and the money flipping. If you guys know Instagram, back in 2014, they had the green dot scam, the green dot card where you already make hella money back in like 2014, 2013 to 2015. You're making hella money off green dot. There's a lot of idiots on the internet. But nowadays it's a lot harder. That's why you gotta like move on and shit from that. But they don't even have it no more because the people are doing it so much they switched it up. But you're able to make at least like $10,000 like every few months with just that little green dot scam, and on just being on Instagram and posting shit and having people like send you money, because that's when the technology was new, like debit card and money sending. There wasn't no Cash App, but the whole online social, you know how like Cash App is pretty much like social media bank. So Green Dot was pretty much the first social media bank before Cash App. So there was a lot of Green Dot scams. You'll say, if you send me 500, I could give you 5,000. And I work in the money system. And we were back in like, this is where social media was just blossoming. So this is why I told you around 2013 to 2015, social media became what it is today. So it was easy to do those scams, and people really didn't know about the internet. So people were just sending you money left and right. So I remember I used to do those scams. When I did it by myself, I would make hella money. But when I would partner up with somebody, like 9 out of 10 times, it will fuck up. They don't do something right, or the money would just slow up. And it's because you're dealing with other people's energy. And I don't know what it is, because I have a Saturn in Aquarius. So, and it's in the sixth house. So Aquarius rules friends and it rules people in general. And so anytime when I'm engaging with people or friends, because Saturn is strict and disciplined. So anytime when I'm engaging with people or friends and there's no purpose to it, is this Saturn's gonna create a moment that's gonna show me that you're wasting your fucking time and get the fuck away from it. So like it's like for me, it has to be all about business when I'm dealing with people. That's just how it is for me. And if I don't make it about business, then it's gonna be a problem. And then what's gonna happen is it's gonna be like a moment where either I say fuck you to this person and we end up arguing, or it could be a situation even if we're cool, they could be a situation where they move far away, and even though we still cool and it ended on good terms, they just move. And I'm telling you this because this is what experience. I'm fucking in my mid-30s, almost in about mid-30s, yeah, and so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is not just something I'm just saying. I've been through experience over So I'm not saying I have the most experience as far as my age, because obviously I still can live like more decades more. But from me being the age I'm at, I know what the fuck I'm talking about based upon everything I say is through experience. So I'm not just saying this shit because I'm trying to sound smart. I'm saying this shit because it actually happened to me. I actually made mistakes and did things, and this is what the fuck it led up to be for me to actually make this shit come out my mouth and say how I'm saying it. So pretty much I have to, when I start dealing with motherfuckers that aren't on my frequency and purpose, then it's a problem. It's an issue. So this is why I don't deal with motherfuckers. I'm very like stringent on dealing with shit like that. Like I have to be very careful. And even if a mother ain't, since it's in the sixth house, it adds to health as well. It adds to health. So um it adds to health as well. So I can't really be around motherfuckers who are unhealthy. Hold on. But yeah, like I said, guys, you guys gotta realize what's going on. But this stupid dingy ass bitch don't. Cause I know she's still subscribed to my channel. I can see who's subscribed to my channel, certain people, and I don't know why this bitch still subscribed to my channel. Hold on, I'll show you guys right now. Like, why the fuck are you still subscribed to my channel? I don't fuck with your stupid ass. Like this bitch, it shows me who's subscribed to my channel, right? See, hold on. See your subscriptions. You see that? See your subscriptions. The bitch is subscribed to my channel right here. Where is it at? You see that the one Faustina Cormani is the same. Like, why the fuck are you still subscribed to my channel, you stupid ass bitch? I already cussed your ass out, and I cussed your ass out like a year and a half ago when I was still in California. I cussed your ass out then, and then you still on my fucking. And then this was before she left the comment, so it's like fucking retard. And there's this other fat ass bitch. This a targeted individual bitch. This bitch is fucking fat as fuck. I left a comment saying, I said, you deserve everything you get, you fat ass ugly bitch. I left it on my main page. And she put a post in a comment saying, uh, what does this bitch say? This is weeks ago. This was weeks ago she left it. I don't feel like scrolling that because this bitch posted so much on her community, so I don't feel like scrolling, but I don't even want to show her fat, ugly ass face on my fucking page. Fucking fat ass bitch. Bitch talk about, oh, I got heart, my heart is hurting me. I have heart pain. It's the gang stalkers. They're using directed energy weapon. No, bitch, you got heart disease. Your fat ass needs to stop sucking down grease. Talk about they force farting me. No, bitch, you got gas. Fuck out of here. They squeezing my organs. No, bitch, you sick. This is what the guy in the red shirt are stalking me. No, bitch, you mentally ill. Like, you need to get your fucking facts straight. You like to tell people they need to get their facts. Bitch, you need to get your fucking facts straight. You stupid, dingy ass, ugly ass, fat ass, disgusting ass bitch. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna go in because I don't even feel like wasting my time going in on that stupid ass bitch because she's retarded. That bitch is retarded, so I don't even want to waste my time and go in. But I'm not even gonna waste my time because that bitch is like, there's something wrong with her brain. So it's like no point. Like, I don't know, man. Like, people just piss me the fuck off, man. Like, I can't, like, it's even hard to watch most fucking, like I said earlier, like, even just to watch most YouTube channels. Like, I can't even watch it because motherfucker, the voice sounds so damn fucking cringe. Like, motherfuckers sound so, like, I don't know. It's like I can't even watch motherfuckers, man. I don't know what the hell happened to society, but after 2000, like, after, I don't want, like, when I say 2020, don't make it look like it has anything to do with the pandemic because it doesn't have. The pandemic has nothing to do with the 2020 shift. The 2020 shift happened, and then the government and the people in charge of creating these fake ass narratives like the pandemic, they decided to make, because they could have made the pandemic start in 2018, 2017, 20. Why did they make it start in 2020? Because there was an actual spiritual shift that was already going to occur in 2020. They just chose to release the pandemic on 2020. It actually released in 2019 at the end of that year. That's what they call it. That's what it has 19 at the end of the Corona 19, whatever the fuck they call it, the Corona 19. So when they released the coronavirus, it was actually the end of 2019 they released it, but then 2020 is when they actually did the whole shit. But it was a shift. It was a shift that actually occurred. And this is why everyone will say, oh, 2020, everything started getting, no, it was a shift, dumb fuck. It was a shift. It has nothing to do with the pandemic. The pandemic just told everyone to stay in the house. That's all it really did. It wasn't really nothing like people think it is. So always keep that shit in mind. And I know after the pandemic, I've noticed like that's when everything switched. Because if you look at it like 2019 before, everything, even the way, like, people were still retarded. Don't get me wrong, but it was nowhere as severe as it is right now. The reason it's so severe right now is because of that shit. So that every time we go through a deep shift, you imagine like putting on some glasses, right? When you can't see, you have like fucking like a 10-20 vision, so your ass is damn near blind as a bat, so you need to put on those glasses so you can get up to 20/20 vision, but you can see more. So when we go through these shifts, it's like a spiritual eye or a spiritual awareness that gets amplified, so you're able to see more, you're able to feel more, you're able to recognize more. So once the shift hit in 2020, people are able to see more, be aware more. Like, and this is why you think everything is so lame. Like, motherfuckers is so lame. Like, you could just tell a motherfucker like I remember back in the day, everything used to be more like people had style more. Motherfuckers were more creative and smart. Now, like, there's nothing is cool. Nobody's really intelligent. There's no style. There's no creative. Nobody is themselves no more. Everything you see is the same shit. Before, I remember when I used to live in my old hometown back in like 2018, 17. I used to do videos on here. I remember it was just motherfuckers had their own energy and we're unique and we had different ideas and just shit was just different. Nowadays it's like everyone is a cookie cardboard cutout. Like, I be thinking like, where are the type of, like, I remember like back in 2017, I'm like, where are the type of people that I used to see? Like, did they just disappear? Like, did they just go and disappear? Like, there was a certain type of person, they talk a certain way, they walk a certain way, they act a certain way.
I used to see them before 2019, but once 2020 hit, it was like a certain type. Let me give you an example. You know when they show you those movies back in the day, like in the 80s, everybody's talked different, everybody sounded different. And I was like, oh, people used to sound different in the 80s. When you watch an 80s movie, everyone sound different. But then you watch a movie in 2003, they don't sound the same as it. I noticed in 2020, people sounded acted different than they did before 2020, but it was on a much subtler scale than when you look at the 1970 to 2003 jump. It was a much subtler scale, but after 2020, with the whole influx of social media and all the just the shift we were in, I noticed like people just sounded different, acted different, and were just different completely. And it got worse and worse because 2020 is actually when I actually finally like got my sanity. Because before 2020, I was like really drinking and I wasn't really in my right state of being. So when once 2020 hit, I noticed that's the year that I got my sanity. So that's what another reason I correlate that kind of to the shift because I'm like, that's when I really started like having a grip on my sanity because before I was like really like I didn't have my sanity like I had it. And I don't mean like I was like crazy like that. I was like really stuck in a like deep depression and shit where like I would looked at myself like a victim. But then once 2020 hit and I was doing yoga and all the other and the fasting and the yoga, which that's the only thing that really helped me was fasting and yoga. I'm not saying it's gonna help everyone, but that's helped me. And I don't give a fuck what helps you. I'm telling you what helped me once I did the fasting and yoga, that's what really like got me into that whole nother shit. So I forgot where I was going with this, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like I don't know where I was going with this, but yeah, I know where I was going. Yeah, shit just different for some reason. Shit is just different. We're at a different time, and like I noticed it's getting worse. Like the last 2 years, it's gotten a hella worse. Hold on, I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. Where the fuck is my? Oh, right here. All right. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. Hold on, I'm gonna take a piss real quick. I'll be right back. Let me just piss in this bottle real quick. I don't feel like pissing this fucking bottle. Pissing this bottle. Oh man. All right. Yeah. But shout out to my nigga Jay Vast too. Yeah. I just seen his post on here. Said finally understand. Yeah, he let the video says how to finally understand your self work. I don't. One thing about me, I don't trust a lot of these bitches on here. A lot of these bitches talking about spirituality, self help. Anybody still talking about self help in 2025? Really? Like I kind of like I'm looking at you sideways. Like why are you talking? Why are you so like? There's only so much to know about something. Like once you keep going on and on about it, it makes me give you like grifting vibes. Like you're just trying to get paid off of it. Because what's more to say? And at this point, I'm questioning if you're a grown ass adult in 2025 and you're still like needing to learn about yourself. I'm like questioning you. Like where the fuck were you all these years? So your audience must be like some weird ass people. Like how are you fucking 40 years old and you haven't gotten it right yet? That's not no that's kind of weird. That's not that's That's something you should question and be looking at. Like, you 40-some years old and you still talking about chakras and shit. Like, there's certain things you need to be implementing in your life. Like, you don't talk about how, like, that one bitch who can't take care of kids. You like 50-some years old talking about you can't see your kids. At 50-some years old, you should be already taking care of your kids, doing shit and living your life, and that shouldn't be a topic. So when I say all these self-help people, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be into self-help. I'm talking like, at this point, you should be implementing self-help in your life, and it should be so ingrained in your life that by default you don't talk about it, you just act about it. So when I say anybody still watching self-help, I'm not saying self-help you shouldn't implement it in your life. What I'm saying is, by default, it should already be something in your life you're already doing. Roast the average TikTok woman in today's timeline. All right, let me see. Let me just put TikTok. Okay, TikTok relationships. I'll put TikTok MGTOW. I'll take TikTok MGTOW. I would do it on my TV over there, but I can't like face the back. I'm gonna have to turn it, and it's hella weird. I'm gonna have to go on YouTube Live to do that. More masculine advice. Hold on. Let me see this video. Look at this faggot right here. He says comedy. This ain't no comedy. Okay, I don't know what she's. Single women are upset.
Better than single women. But I do want to give a little anecdotal evidence. I know, anecdotes.
Oh, shut up, bitch. You sound like the way you sound. You sound retarded. MGTOW TikTok compilation. That's a year old. Black pill community. Let me see. Black pill. I'll put black pill TikTok. The red pill versus black pill.
Do you think spending your entire life trying to improve your cheekbones is a sign of confidence?
Shut your faggot ass up. You look like fucking Addams Family. See, you guys gotta send me the good videos, because there's so much shit on here. Like all these men talking about rape, like their fucking face and shit, dude. Like, fucking weird, like a female. Arguments against the black pill. I'm trying to find a good one. You guys gonna have to send me a fucking video. How Gen Z becomes so nihilistic and black pill. Okay, this is like a good one.
Gen Z is becoming a generation of doers.
Okay.
We've taken the black pill, and a lot of us are struggling. 30% of Gen Z.
Anytime.
Gen Z is becoming a generation of
Hold on.
doers.
Oh, hold on. Fuck.
We've taken the.
Fuck.
Gen Z is becoming a generation of doers.
Okay. Anytime you see this picture right here, whoever made that picture is suicidal and needs to kill themselves. This is a meme of you're suicidal and you need to fucking just end your life. So anytime you see any grown man put a picture of this little character, and then they got the other one, it's like a frog. Anytime you see like a frog or you see this character, this meme, they have the frog and they got this one. This is supposed to represent that whoever posted this picture needs to just kill themselves. So this is somebody who is suicidal, who they've been through a lot of trauma. They probably been sexually abused. They probably been beat the fuck up, and they haven't healed from it. So that trauma is so ingrained into them, so they have to go on the internet. And because you guys gotta understand, you know what 4chan is. A lot of you Gen Z may not know what 4chan is. Maybe you guys do, but 4chan is where all like the racist white kids who got their ass beat, who got molested, and who committed suicide, who are actively suicidal. That's where they all huddle up and group down to go and attack people on the internet and say racist shit behind the safety of their keyboard. So anytime you see, and this is where these memes come from. They have the frog, and then they got this one. They come from like that 4chan where all the white kids who were sexually traumatized got their ass beat up by a group of niggers too many times, and they just went through hell. And then they probably killed themselves a couple times or tried killing themselves. It didn't work because since they failed at everything at life, they also failed at killing themselves. So it led them to come to 4chan and to make memes and talk about black pill and how fucking miserable and that they are. But now, since we're in a different time, they have to project it outwardly like they're not the problem. Like, oh, it's society, there's this, it's the black. But no, bitch, you suicidal. You fail at everything in life. You failed at killing yourself. That's why you're still here, unfortunately. And you also failed at closing your fucking booty hole from when your fucking that nigga went and fucked with it, which caused you to be mentally traumatized. You fucking piece of shit. So, and you can't even heal from it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not sitting there making fun of people who gone through shit, but bitch, you haven't healed from it, and you a grown ass man, and you still complaining, bitch. You deserve to get made fun of. You a bitch ass nigga. Take responsibility, you fucking idiot. Go heal from it. So that's what you get. That's where so this is the whole black pill community. Because you got to understand, in order to be a black pill, you've got to gone through severe. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going through, because we all go through trauma, but you have to go through severe trauma, then reach the age of like 20 something and not dealt with it. So now you're a black pill. A black pill, somebody who's been through severe trauma and they haven't healed from it, and they in their mid 20s, and now they're just like living with that trauma. And as you get older, it gets worse. It gets more ingrained into the nervous system. So now it becomes a part of who the fuck you are. So you got to understand. So this is the whole, that's what a black pill is. That's what a black pill is. So hold on.
Pill.
There's a guy called Cali Umar. He speaks about it. If you tell him, yeah, I'm gonna get on his ass next. I'll get on his ass. Right? I got this video I want to show you. I'm not gonna watch the whole video. We're gonna skip through some of it because
And a lot of us are struggling. 30% of Gen Z is considered to be depressed. 30.
that's a lie. 30% of Gen Z is considered. First of all, how the fuck do you know Gen Z is 30% of Gen Z is depressed? Do you know all of Gen Z? First of all, maybe 30% of American Gen Z, but you've never been to Africa. There's Gen Z in Africa, you stupid, dumb fucking retard. There's Gen Z in China. You don't know shit about China other than what America tells you. And since America can't bully China, everything you hear from China is fuck China, and China is attacking America and all. So you don't know shit about China other than what America tells you. And America hates China because they can't bully China. So you don't know about China. You haven't been to Africa. You don't even know about Africa because no one gives a fuck about Africa. So you don't, where's this 30% of Gen Z? I guess you could talk about Europe, like France and Germany, because it's just like America. People over there are miserable, depressed, and they don't got no sun. And who the fuck wants to go to Europe? That's like one of the lamest places to go. You only go there if you try to make some money, or you got a money move and business trip. Ain't nobody trying to go vacation to Europe. Fuck Europe. Everyone's going to Caribbeans. Everyone's going to fucking even Philippines or somewhere where it's sunny. South America, we're going where it's sunny. And Gen Z over there ain't depressed. So when they say 30% of Gen Z, they need to switch it. It's 30% of American Gen Z that's depressed, you fucking retard. Not 30% of Gen Z. If you want to talk about the whole world, probably like 10%. And that's mainly in America. Go to fucking Philippines right now. Go to Africa. Go to some countries in South America. The Gen Z ain't depressed like that. All these stupid fucking statistics. Let's keep going.
30% of Gen Z is considered to be suicidal. and over 60%
See, suicidal bullshit. Let's keep going. I don't want to keep like pausing, but
Gen Z has reported experiencing recurring stress or anxiety towards the future. This generation is going
because they don't got no fucking future. Obviously, if you don't know shit about shit and you think that life is supposed to be being a content creator and being a TikTok star, and you can't achieve that, obviously you're gonna have no hopes of the future. Like people, if you knew who you are, you wouldn't have no hopes for the future. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you don't have hopes for the future, that's your problem. Like they try to talk about it like that's some type of problem that everybody's facing because of society. No, motherfucker, like that's your problem. Nobody can tell you what you're supposed to do. If you have no hopes for the future, that's your problem. Fucking Michael Jordan, or when he was young, he had hopes that he wanted to play, even though he's a fucking coon and a sellout. But the fact of the matter is, he was good at basketball, so that was something he hoped to do good in. Most Gen Z, which is what they're talking about, they're not good at nothing but having a bunch of watch hours on YouTube and researching about what the government's doing. That's the only thing they're good at. They're not good at nothing else. So
on a dangerous road, becoming more pessimistic and hopeless and nihilistic.
Okay, shut up. We're gonna fast forward this.
Circumstance of the world today, and the unique development we've had, unlike any other generation before us. Gen Z grew up alongside the internet.
See, this is a Fed channel. You can tell it's a Fed channel because you see how the way he talks. Like he talks like he has no soul. Like this somebody who's like a Fed channel. It might even be AI.
In a world more interconnected and globalized than ever, and along with all of the good these things brought about,
the world is not interconnected and globalized. That's bullshit. The world's more apart. What the fuck you talking about? The world's more interconnected. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? To know the world has more technology. Just because you have technology doesn't mean it's interconnected. Bitch, the Native Americans, they didn't have technology, but they were more interconnected within their tribe and community than motherfuckers are now. So no, bitch, get it right. The world has more technology. Technology really has nothing to do with being interconnected. Bitch, if you don't got no fucking money, you're not being interconnected to anything.
A lot of negative exposure came with it. Be it shootings, the potential of nuclear war, or global politics.
Yeah, I can't listen to this guy's voice. It's fucking annoying. Somebody said Kali Amon Ra. I can't listen to that nigga's voice. Let's do another Black Pill video. Let's do another Black Pill video. Black Pill talk steak tarts her nah. I'm gonna look up that Kali Amon Ra. Oh, Amon Ra, Kali Amon Ra. That nigga, like, that's a dingy ass nigga, man. He that's what you call a nigger. Like, I don't even want to. I know what channel you want. That channel, that what you're talking about. At first, I didn't know who you're talking about. I don't even want to cover that motherfucker because his videos are too long and he just goes into rhetoric. Like that nigga he makes shit up. That nigga doesn't know what he's talking about. That's why, like, because he's one of the puppets they promote because he just makes shit up. He's supposed to give people, like black people, all this like false hope and delusion that there's somehow some alien being coming down. Like, fuck him. Yeah, you guys gonna have to send me some videos. Let me see this video. Let me see this video. That's an old video. Okay, let me see this one. See, this is an AI video. Watch, this is an AI. See, this is an AI channel. You see, look at this channel right here. This is an AI channel. This whole channel, everything on this channel is artificial intelligence. Everything on this channel, look at is what's the name of it? It's called The Wall. It's supposed to be like a joke towards women when they hit the wall at a certain age. So this channel is nothing but AI. Even like, see, it's a lot of animation too. Like AI is a fake. It's not real. It's fake.
It's actually a women's loneliness epidemic too. It's just that
It's
we
fake.
will manage.
It's not real. Think about it. Like this motherfucker's been making videos for 3 years. Notice how every video that they make is a different female. It's a different female. It's never the same female. And then they got this one female that they'll make her pretend that she's for MGTOW. It's all fake. I'm telling you. You'll notice how you'll never see. And then they talk about just dumb shit. Like let's just look at the shit they talk about. Trump EBT crackdown exposes who can't survive free. No more free ride. Like just dumb shit. Like there's people who don't even get food stamps, but they still able to make it. Like if you think food stamps is the end all be all to if you're gonna eat, you're a fucking idiot. See, like they put a lot of dumb shit out here. I know motherfuckers who don't even work and they don't even get food stamps. These motherfuckers driving nicer cars than me. Like people have ways to do things in life. It's not even just illegal. Like the spirit works in mysterious ways. I know motherfuckers, they don't even do illegal shit. They don't even work, but yet they always in a nice car because they always have something going on. I don't know about their life personally, but I know they ain't working and I know they ain't doing nothing illegal. Shit happens. Like they always assume that, oh, motherfuckers, like even people on EBT, like once they get off of it, there's other ways to eat. Then look at women doomed after 30, men just move on. That's kind of weird because at that point, they like doomed after 30, which I get it, like, but at the same time, it's like, what about the women that aren't 30? Like, so if you're a man and you're talking about women are doomed after 30, then why are you worried about them? Why not just go get the women that are like 19, 20, 21, the ones that you want? But you notice how they never talk about the women that they're fucking. They always talk about the women that they don't want to fuck. So that tells me you're not fucking the ones that are over 30 because you don't want them, but you're also not fucking the ones that are like 20, 22, 23 because you can't get them. Because or they'll make up an excuse. Well, I'm not fucking them because they got too much of a body count. Or this woman. So it's like at that point, nigga, you ain't fucking nobody unless you like fucking somebody that's 11 or 12. Which that's what a lot of these niggas are into, that sick ass shit. Because how are you a MGTOW and you're always talking about the women you will not fuck? But what about the women you will fuck? There has to be some women out there that you will fuck. Because you're obviously comparing the women you won't fuck with something. And that has to be the women you would fuck. So where's the women you are fucking? Because this is what I'm saying. They're not. It's weird. Like, it's like I don't like steak and I hate steak, but I talk all day about how steak is nasty. How about I just don't eat steak and eat something I like? If you think women over 30 are hitting the wall, like, why are you talking about them? Like, why it just shows you, because a lot of those men have like a trauma where they can't get the women that they want. So they have to make up an excuse why they can't get it. Oh, the reason is because they hit the wall. But then go get a younger woman. Oh, she has a high body count. Well, go get one that doesn't have a high body count. Oh, they're only simps. They're going after simps. It's like, so you just gotta just stay. You gotta just stay not fucking your whole life. These niggas is weird. These niggas is weird. But then this is why I say it's the internet. Don't look at it like it's real life. It's the internet. Because in real life, this doesn't mean shit. Like there's ugly, fat, Rasputia looking bitches that I've seen that, like, especially in the hood, Rasputia, big ass bitches. They have BDs with kids galore, and a lot of men are in their fucking phone. And this is why they created the word simp, because the simps, they don't like when women like that get they look at that as like a problem. Like, oh, these men are simping. And I'm not saying I'm for simping, nigga, fuck simps and all that. But you got to look at reality. A female is a female. A man is. When you go to the animal kingdom, are you going to get mad when a frog fucks another female frog? No, that's normal. So why would you sit there and call a man a simp if a female is a female and he's attracted to the female? Like, that doesn't make any sense, dummy. Like, because these are what you call niggas. They watch too much social media. So then they think the world is supposed to be a certain way. And when they go out in real life and it's not that way, then somehow it's a problem. Somehow it's like you'll have people think the economy in America is going broke, but then they go into the grocery store and then they'll be like, how are these people spending all this money on food? The economy's down. They must be in debt and spending credit card. No, bitch. Who told you everyone's broke? More people are having financial troubles. That's a fact because of inflation, which is by default over time. If inflation goes up, more people are going to struggle. But don't think that everyone's going broke, nigga. That's your problem. They had I seen it was a post, and they said they opened up a new grocery store in New York City, and they sell like $65, like it's like a high end like grocery store, like pretty much like a designer. Like they sell like grapes for $10 and like steaks for like $100. And they said they just opened the store, and it was a line of people lining up for the grand opening of that store. And then the post said, I thought everyone was supposed to be struggling, and then everyone in the comment is all hating and shit. I'm like, because everybody's so used to watching all of this doomer shit where, oh, the economy's supposed to be down. This is supposed to be like this. And then when they see something in reality that doesn't match that, they get upset. These people are wasting their money. Bitch, how do you know they wasted their money? What if they have money to waste where it's not really wasting money? So you don't know about people's situation. You just assume that because you're watching too much social media. Real life is not the same. Real life is not the same as social media. There's more people live in real life than on social media. Even people in real life, they're not to say people in real life aren't on social media. When I say that, because everyone in a certain degree watches it on their phone, but there's people who watch it, and then there's people who actually take it serious. You see what I'm saying? When you see a video, there's only like 500 comments, but then there's like 200,000 views. Most people don't comment because most people don't give a fuck to leave their opinion on some stupid shit that's not important. Because anybody that even reads the comments and wants your opinion from it, they don't. Who the fuck is they? So most people don't even leave comments. They just watch it and then they don't even look at the comments. The people who actually comment are a very small percentage compared to who actually watches it and moves the fuck on with their life. They probably just in a waiting room going to a doctor's appointment. They have nothing to do. They watch the thing and then they go on. They're not commenting and invested into it like, oh, it's my real life. No one gives a fuck about that shit. See, this is a whole AI channel. Okay.
No safety net.
It's a whole hour of just women talking.
My apartment and everything, like
A whole hour of just women talking. Look at this.
So
Simpsons.
everything
And animation. That's the whole page. Animation. So it's a Fed page. It's AI. Even though fucking Simpsons is AI. It's not even a real dude. He's like a cartoon character commentating on it. So it's an AI. It's not a real. This bitch is a fake ass AI. Because think about it. How you're not even when you go to Hollywood, right? They have an audition, and only so many people go to the audition. And when they choose who's gonna act in the role, they only have so many. If all of those actors were to quit, they won't have nobody for the role because only certain people can play certain roles. If it's a certain character, there has to be a certain person that acts a certain way. So if they don't get the right auditions, they won't be able to fill the role. Or if they fill it, it's going to be a horrible actor for the role. So how the fuck are they able to get so many videos of women talking about X, Y, and Z about men and like, wouldn't you run out of bitches? There's not that many bitches that are like you say. Every day it's like a new female you've never seen before. That's how you could tell it's not even really like a same female. It's like a different fucking bitch. Like, or they'll have somebody come on. Like there's this white bitch that came on. They were talking about EBT. It was a fake shit. They're like, oh, I'm running out of EBT, so I'm gonna go to the store and steal some food. and you could tell it was fake. Like, because the type of female that they used to make that narrative wouldn't even really be the type of female to even come online to say that type of shit. Like, at least use somebody that will fit the description to speak like that. Like, they be having people, like, they had this one white homosexual dude talking about how black people are natives and we all come from Africa. Why would a white homosexual beta male looking, I don't even like to say beta male because it's like that shit's retarded, but a weak looking like faggot ass nigga, why would he even say black people are native? Like, that doesn't go through their mind. It's like, imagine me talking about how Chinese people are from the Ming Dynasty, and back in the 1800s, they were at war with the Shaolin Dynasty. Like, why the fuck do I care? How the fuck am I black talking about dynasties in China? I'm not even from China. That doesn't make sense. So why is a white person talking about who's from Africa and like, why? It doesn't make sense. The average white person you see would not even say or even think about that. So some of the AI, they be kind of fucking, the reason they make that type of AI though is to make black people be like, oh, you see, this white guy said it, so it must be right. And then it has black people believing in a bunch of bullshit that doesn't even make sense. Because even if, let's just say, if black people are so-called the natives and all that, okay, if you believe that, where's the language and where's the knowledge to build what was destroyed? Because if they destroyed the Native Americans and everything, then you should know how to build it. If I go and cook some salmon or some fucking whatever, or if I go and draw a picture and you rip the picture and you destroyed the food I made, am I gonna never not know how to make it again? No, I just make it again. You can't destroy something that you said you can't have somebody destroy something that you made and then you can't make it again. And then you say that, oh, they stole our knowledge. Then go make it again. Go do it again. That's all you can tell you. It's all bullshit. AI red pill. Man, nobody's in real life following MGTOW. Most of the people who follow that shit, they either got burned, they either didn't get no women, or they got burned. They had a wife, and the wife left them, and they probably angry over that. Which I get it at that point, because that's why I would never get married. I'll never have kids because most of these bitches out here I do not trust. And if I was gonna ever have kids or even think about it, if I was gonna think about it, I'll probably go to Africa and get me a female. If I was ever gonna even go that route, and I would never move to America. I'll tell the bitch we're not moving to America, because there was a video I seen. The dude went to Africa and married a female, and she came to America, and this bitch went with some old ass fucking. This bitch went with an old ass cracker, because I guess he had money, and she left the other dude, and she was in Africa. And then when she came here, her mind, she talked different, she acted different. She was like, because America has a very toxic ass fucking culture. So she was just about money. So it was some old ass, ugly, dingy ass cracker, and she only went with him for money. And it was like, and she left the dude. So like, America has a very toxic ass culture. Like, it's very, and then that's gonna end wrong. It's gonna end bad for her. Like, that whole situation is gonna end bad. So it's like she just ended up putting herself, because once that situation ends, because it's gonna end, she's just gonna be like another dingy ass bitch in America who's miserable, has to work a miserable job, who has bitch face 24/7, and probably blames men, and probably is worried about her rent and how much groceries cost. But yet she had it made in Africa, and she had a whole good situation, but then she decided to come to America and fuck it up. And now she's in that American trap, which most people are in, just stuck in a rut, miserable. They probably want to go, but there's a lot of people that come from like different countries. They want to go back to their country. I saw that BS with the gray white guy. I know that's what I'm saying. I think, yeah, Jackie New said she's seen it. Yeah, for real. It's ridiculous. It's like, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? How you move from Africa, you have something going, and then all of a sudden, like, you that's why I don't trust having kids with most females nowadays. There's nothing wrong with having kids. There's nothing wrong with any of that. And even the one last year, I remember when I was staying in California, there's one Filipino dude. I was talking to him. He was living out of his car, and he's like, he has to pay his wife alimony and child support, and she still asks for money. but yet he's still cool with her and stuff. And he's all telling me like, even if you don't get married, if you're with a female for 7 years, at least in that state, California, where I was at, if you were a female for 7 years, they're gonna legally bind you together. So it's like you're married. So even if you're with somebody for a long period of time, so I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, at this point, I just won't be with anyone. Then if I'm in America, I just won't be with anyone because this is ridiculous. Like I'm not gonna get in that fucking trap because they can legally say you're married within a certain period of time. That's why it's like, and there's nothing wrong with being with somebody, and there's nothing wrong with having kids. It's just this system, the way they make it, it's a problem. It's too risky, and not even with the child support thing. Like even my uncle, he had a situation where he can't even see his kids at all. He ended up finding another female, and he had kids with her, and everything was good. But there was a kid that he had with another fucking bitch, and she wouldn't even let him see him. And I'm like, and he's 8. The kid's 18 right now. I think he's like 19 right now, and they're pretty much stuck, still threatening. I don't know the whole situation, but I think like they're still threatening the kid, like, oh, we're gonna cut you off if you still go and see him. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with that type of shit. Because you got a lot of retarded ass, like, I can't deal with that. No race. I notice how a lot of white men talk about women problems and not. Yeah, because you got to understand, it's the white women started feminism. Feminism doesn't exist in any other culture but white culture. And any female you see that isn't white that talks about feminism like that, that's because they're around a lot of white people. So remember I told you white and black people are, and when I say black, I'm not talking African. I'm talking about the black person that is created from the white person through the whole civil rights, through the brainwashing, all that we shall overcome shit. That whole black person, that nigger, that colored, and white people, they're the world's biggest problem. So the world's biggest problem is black people and white people. All the problems in the world stem from white people and black people. If you really look at it, mainly white people. And when I say white, I'm not talking about the average white person because you guys are. I'm talking about like, just like I'm so-called, the people say I'm so-called black, but I'm African. I'm not part of that. So I'm not talking about African. I'm not talking about people who are from Africa, because Africa is not just Africans living in Africa and you don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're living their own thing. So I'm talking about black people in America and these white Europeans that are patriots, that are pro-America in the government. They're the world's biggest problem. So, what was your question? Yeah, the whole feminism thing. That's why they're the most fucked up in terms of feminism, is because they have that's where feminism came from, was from the white woman. If you look up the whole history of feminism and where it started, it came from white people, because white men, they didn't know how to deal with their women. Every other race knows how to deal with their women. That's why when you see like a lot of this whole feminism is always white men, or when you see a lot of MGTOW, it's white men, and when you see feminism, is the main face of it is white women. When you see feminism, if you see you will see black people doing it, but that comes after the fact, and that'll be black people that are just, those are black people who are programmed and they have a nigger mentality, or a white, because a nigger mentality is a so-called black person who tries to act white. That's a nigger mentality. So everything black people do is white people's problems. So like they'll say, oh, the hood and black people rob and steal. White people created that shit. Black people didn't create that. White people created black people. That's black people is white people's issue. They created it. So feminism, all of that shit, you're gonna mainly see it from black people and white people. Go to India, go to fucking South America, you don't see no feminism. Go to Africa, you don't see no feminism. You don't see no incel shit. Go to Africa, go to South America, go to Philippines, go to these third world countries, India. You don't see no incel shit. You don't see no feminism shit. The most you'll probably see is the man probably hit their women a little more. But even then, even then, if you look at it, It's not from a position where the men have no control over the women and the women is disrespecting the men. It's never like that. It's only like that in the black and the white communities. In Africa, it's not like that. When you come here, you'll see a black hood bitch running her mouth, talking all this, oh, I don't need no man. You see a white bitch talk about how men is this, men are this, and all the, like just all this like negative, all that. You look at it. White people and black people are like the world's biggest issues. Every single issue that stems from the world, it originates from firstly a white person, and then secondly a black person. Black people due to ignorance. Black people due to ignorance. White people, they're just really fucking like, I don't even want to get into race really, because it's not really about race really, even though it is. Appreciate it, low-key. Nobody in the hood is complaining about these problems, nigga. For real. And even when you want to say like they'll say black women in the hood are ghetto, but at the same time, it's like black women in the hood, even though they may complain, black women in the hood is still like it's not as bad as like the white community when it comes to like their women and men. Like they have way more. Like I've seen more white incels than any other race. Every time, like even like the first incel or that whole concept, it was always from like white kids who couldn't get none. It's because their own people is like fucked up. So within their own community, they have a lot of like disharmony. Because remember I told you like white people are like it's like you remember the like I want to make this like show you guys proof of what I'm saying. Like albinoism. If you look at research albinoism. Albinoism is like a blood deficiency. So when you see a person who's albino, they have a blood deficiency in their blood that their body isn't working the same way. It's a deformity. I'm not saying white people is a deformity, because every race has some type of like deformity in a way. Like black people, this is why black people, their hair gets a little bit more nappier. It's kind of like a deformity with it's not a deformity, but it's like every race has it. Some race has it more than others. But like black people, we have like more nappier hair. It's much more harsher. When you see white people, their bloodstream is like this is why their skin is really pale, because it's a deformity. This is why the sun, it burns them. So when you look at it, they lack certain components within the blood, which is why their skin is the way it is, and then therefore neurologically they get more depressed. This is why you'll look at a white person, they have more depression and anxiety compared to every other race, because they lack even the word melanin. I like to talk about it, but melanin is synonymous with mellow. Mellow, which chills. This is why black people, when you see black people in the hood, we go through the worst shit, but yet we're able to. We don't have that much suicidal rate. When you see white people, they'll be suicidal, be crazy, but then they haven't been through half the shit we went through. But yet the statistics show that white men or males like in their mid age, like 40 to 50, are the most suicidal people on the planet. Not no Chinese, not no fucking Chinese is next. But then when you look at China, like you go to Japan and Korea, the reason for that is because of the society, the stress they have. Like they work them like crazy. So you can say Chinese people kill themselves. That's because of the situation of them having to work. They work these niggas like 40 hours a day, and like these niggas is going crazy. Like they work a lot. There's a lot of stress within the whole Asian community, the Asian society in Japan. So it's a reason for that. It's not like naturally in their DNA to look. So it's a reason. But when you look at most, and I'm not saying all white people, but when you look at most white people, it's their DNA. It can't take stress as much. This is why you have the people in government. Look how they run the system. It's always a problem. It's always an issue. It's every other country is not like this. Any country that's fucked up is because of the government is controlling that. Let's just say you'll see Africa. Let's say Africa's fucked up. That's because it's influenced from Europeans. They fuck up the economy. Every country has to get U.S. aid. So they fuck with the whole aid system. So this is why the countries are poor. But then they create a system where if you don't listen to what we do, like for example, Mexico, South America, if they let too many people get away with drugs and they don't throw enough people in jail for drugs, then America will cut like certain like U.S. aid to them, and then they'll end up going broke, or they'll end up having a hurricane to kill their people or some shit. So like America, so that's why I say like they cause all the problems in the world. So any problem you may say that's in South America, Africa, it's influenced by U.S. by Europeans. They create the system. And if they have so much money and they control the world, why is it such a problem? Why is it such an issue? You see what I'm saying? Like, why don't you just take your money and go back to your country and just relax and do it? Because they can't. Because, like I said, when you do the dastardly deeds that these motherfuckers did over centuries, it creates a certain curse, a spiritual curse that you cannot run away from. No amount of money, no amount of nothing. So now this is why you have these motherfuckers like you say, why don't you just sit down and chill? Remember, first it was the food stamps. Now it's fucking what was it? They said something else that Donald Trump was doing. I don't know. It's always a problem with the government. It's always a problem. There was a pandemic, then it was the food stamps, then it was the war on terror, then it was terrorists, and then it was drugs, then it was the economy, then it's this, and it's always a problem. And when you look at every problem, every single problem, if you look at it, it's something that's not real. The economy, not real. Food stamps, not real. War on terror. Somebody has to be funding Al Qaeda, giving them guns and money. Stop giving them guns, stop giving them money. Then they won't do what they do. Man-made, fake, synthetic. Everything that's a problem, the pandemic, that's fake and synthetic. You see what I'm saying? It's all fake. Like none of that shit is real. They made that whole shit up. And then, you have to stand 6 feet apart. People got their business closed. People got killed. Somebody got shot in the face because the guy didn't want to wear a mask. And the lady told him to wear a mask, and he shot the girl in the face for telling him to wear a mask. Somebody got killed over that, all fake, over something that wasn't real. Like, it's all fucking fake. All their problems. It's never, because if life was in its natural state, 99% of the world's problems wouldn't exist. You got to understand that 99% of the world's problems solely exist because of the government. They create 99% of the world's issues. Black and white people create 99% of the. And when I say black, I'm not talking African. I'm talking about what you call the American black person. Like, you have these niggers like Tariq Nasheed, these people who talk about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, Black Panther. Those people create the world's problem. Black and those people are a creation of white people. They didn't create the people in terms of the human, but they created that mentality, that ideology, that whole shit. Because Martin Luther King, Black Panther, all of that shit was funded by white people. So none of that shit would exist. Harriet Tubman, whatever they call that bitch, that nappy headed bitch wouldn't have been important. Rosa Parks, that nappy headed bitch wouldn't be shit. You see what I'm saying? That bitch wouldn't be shit other than the government funded that bitch and promoted that whole propaganda. Like, why the fuck do I give a fuck if some fucking bitch can sit in the front of the bus or that I don't care. Why are you even if somebody doesn't want you taking their bus, why don't you get your people and go create your own buses, or create a system where you don't need to take their bus? Come together and say, you know what, fuck these niggas' bus. They don't want our bus, I'm going somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? Why you need their accept? No, they didn't let us sit in front of the bus. Like, I'll be like, nigga, fuck your bus. Let's go and get enough people and we'll create something where we don't need a bus. Oh, they don't let us in. Like, why would you want to go in the same fucking building as some dingy ass, disgusting, pale skinned cracker that told you that they don't want you there? If they don't want me there, bitch, I don't want to be there around with you. So now let's go do our own shit. But they go, oh, we were allowed to go. We weren't allowed to go in the same bathroom. I said, why the fuck would you want to go in the same bathroom as somebody who don't fucking like you? The fuck? They go use your own bathroom. Go create. Like, I don't want to be around any of that shit. Let's see if I get some more videos. I'm telling you. Hold Hold on, I'm tired of this big touch. You're looking for something else. See, everything on this channel is nothing but EBT. Why men stop dating? 30-year-old hit the wall. Women doomed up to 30. This is stupid shit. Let's go on another page. This is one page I want to. I seen it on my timeline. Let me see if I can. Shit is crazy. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to join. I added the link before. I'm just trying to find a video I can watch. Where's that fucking shit I was watching? Like I seen that shit the other day. And you have all these people talk about, oh, everyone, like I seen this one video say everybody's on demon time. Hold on, let me. Like, what is demon time? Demon time. Like, why look at it? Everyone's on demon time. If you ask me, demon time is not just somebody who's crashing out in the middle of the street, hitting people and going. That's not just demon. Demon time is like 99% of people now. Like, I look at like damn near everyone as a demon. Like I said, okay, let me watch this. Society peaked in the 2000s. Society peaked in the 2000s. Bitch, you were a fucking kid in the 2000s. If your life is that miserable where you wish you were a kid with no freedom, then you gotta recognize and check something. Like, they try to act like everybody wishes that they were a kid. There's people out here living a great life. Are you gonna tell me somebody who's living a successful, great life now wishes that they were at an age before they obtained the success? No, they're gonna be like, I'm glad I'm not that age, because if I was, I would have to go through all the shit I already went through to get where I'm at now. I've already accomplished everything I went through to get to where I'm at now. I don't want to go back before and have to do all that shit again. So anybody talking about society peaked in the, you don't get me wrong. I get it in terms of like things were cheaper. There are more, like, life was different in terms of like a general perspective, but a lot of these people, they're speaking it out of misery. Like, their life sucks right now. Like, they act like nobody's living a good life. Everybody's no, bitch. That's just you. Always remember, whatever somebody is talking on their channel is their problem. Don't think of it like it's everyone's going through it. Because if that's the case, then Lamborghini, Mercedes, they'll be out of business, because according to the internet, isn't the economy supposed to be done? Everyone's supposed to be broke. So why the fuck is Lamborghini and all this shit? Why are they still in business? Somebody's buying that shit, so everyone ain't broke. How the fuck is America broke, but yet you got people who make millions of dollars a year paying taxes on their business to the government, but yet America's broke? But you got millionaires that got money to just throw away, and they paying taxes every year to the government, but yet America's broke. Get the fuck out of here. You pay sales tax every day. America's broke. You know how much money sales tax is generated every day? You niggas are stupid. Not you guys, but like, niggas are stupid talking about America's broke. That's the most dumbest shit ever. Even if you want to say America's broke, it ain't that broke, nigga. Oh, shout out to Mysterio. Hold on, let me add you. What's
Yo,
good, Mysterio?
what's good? What's good? Salute.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like, you made some really good points, because, like, lately I've been online a little bit. Like, obviously I've been like doing like spirit shadow work and shit,
Mm-hmm.
but like you make some really good points when it comes to like people who complain about not getting women, and then the people who do complain about getting women, they'll say like some shit like, take example for like the black pill community, right? They're
Mhm.
like, they'll come at other cultures like black people and then be like, well, you can't get women because you're black and the white man is like the number one in society. But I'll be thinking to myself, like, this is all girl program, because if the white man is the number one in society
Mhm.
and it's like the most attractive man, then why am I
But
hearing?
let me not to cut you off, but one thing you made me kind of realize something. I noticed in the black community, when women hate on men and men hate on women, it's usually because of finances. It's usually
No, I
because of
said
like,
black pill.
no, so what?
I said black pill.
Okay, okay, you said black pill. Okay, but one thing I also realized too, I just remembered, is like when it comes to like the black community and white community, because I was speaking on this shit earlier. I
Hmm.
noticed that like with the black community, the feminism comes from like materialism or money, or it's a reason. Oh, he ain't doing this, or whereas when I see it in the white community, it seems it's more so like they just don't fuck with they men, like they lesbian or the men are gay. Like it's weird. There's not no reason for it other than they just don't fucking like you see what I'm saying? It's not, it ain't no like money or no physical, or he ain't taking
Bro,
care.
okay, I gotta tell you a story, bro. So I was talking to this like one white girl, and she was cool, right? And then she's just out of nowhere. She just told me, yeah, I kind of fuck with black men because white men are weird. I'm like, yo, what? And then like the next day, the next day, right? I talked to her friend. They said her friend said the same shit. I was like, nigga, what? Like
Yeah.
this not even being this is like no racist for anybody white out there, like, or anything, right? It's just like I see what you're saying. Like,
Yeah, I think like when it comes to women, women are more, they have to fuck with a certain race. Like I've seen it go like black women say they don't fuck with, they don't like they don't fuck with they only fuck with black people, or black women say they only fuck with white, or it's like men are more so are more like not adapted, but they're willing to go outside their race, or in they, depending on the situation. If the female is like, women are more so like they just stick to a certain like race. I feel that's just what I realize. Like they either only do black or they only do white, or it's only like a certain race when it comes to women. But men, like me personally, the female has to look good. It doesn't matter the race. It has to, the female just looks good and the energy has to connect. I don't really
mm-hmm,
care about race particularly, but
mm-hmm,
I know
mm-hmm,
it's like females, they're more so like into like a certain, like has to be a certain race.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, okay. I can
Not
see
all,
that.
not all, but not all, but
Okay. I can see that for real, for real. Um, but like, you know, like your last video, like you had said something about you was with that J dude.
Paul
Um,
Hand,
yeah, Pauline.
yeah, yeah,
You said something about like the sun in the seventh house.
yeah,
Um, what's the name? I didn't even know you was like a. Do you have sun the sun in your seventh
I,
house?
I have Sun in the seventh house, Pisces.
Oh, Pisces. Okay, I got sun in the seventh house. I got sun in the seventh house, Capricorn. Seventh and eighth house is both cusping, like, and you said something about like how like you attract people that's like a mirror and shit.
Yeah, with Sun in the seventh house, is your relationships are more like people you deal with are more like they play out. Like you gotta, when you're in a relationship, it's gotta show you yourself more. Like you're, whatever you're doing is like a mirror. Like when you're in a relationship, because for example, you're in Capricorn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it squares seventh house. So you're probably gonna have a lot of issues and problems and learning lessons with people that you have to learn with. when you start when you're in relationship, you're gonna have probably a lot of like lessons that come with it. So every relationship you be in, it's gonna be a lesson or something, or you're gonna have it's gonna be like some type of problem. Like you may have rocky relationships a lot, or even if they're good, you have to probably work through a lot of bullshit to get them good. Not to say you can't have good ones, but with that 7th house, it kind of squares. Look at this stupid bitch. She left. Look at her. The bitch still watching my channel. This is the bitch I was talking about in the beginning. That's karma. When you heard the beginning of my page, I was roasting this bitch, and that's what I'm saying.
Bro,
I was roasting the bitch in the beginning of the fucking video, and I said, and this bitch came out the fucking woodwork. She came out the woodwork. It's the first time I ever seen this bitch on my fucking page. Well, not the first time, but like
bruh.
first time in like probably like in 8 months.
I'm done. Niggas ain't got nothing else. Niggas ain't got nothing else. You wanna know what's funny? Like, you've been talking about like this Gen Z doomer.
Yeah, I feel like they be fucking with my views because I know for a fact they be fucking with my views because like, well, I don't even want to get it. Just go ahead. You were saying?
Nah, like
Gen Z doomer.
Yeah, I noticed like this Gen Z doomer type stuff, like, you know, like fucking you are not lying about when you said the Gen Z generation is like all theory and analyzation and sitting back and observing and coming to conclusion instead of like action and stuff, because I am not gonna lie to you, like this whole red pill wave exposed a lot of people, because it's like living your life is not even that fucking hard. Like,
and bitch, you it's not talking to you. And bitch, I know what you're saying. I just want to call this out because I just remembered. And bitch, I don't know why the fuck you on my page. I seen this dingy ass bitch in front of a Charlie Kirk memorial. Like, how the fuck you on my page? How are you on her video? She was in front of a Charlie Kirk memorial. You know those when that nigga got. I guess that nigga got shot in the neck.
Bro, what?
And it was a memorial where like they were like, this bitch was in front of the memorial. Like, why the fuck you like? How you even find my page and you in front of a Charlie Kirk memorial?
Bro,
like,
what the fuck?
Even, for real, like, how you even? It don't even. It's like the energy don't even match. So yeah, just weird.
How the fuck you even come across a spiritual? Because
it's like, how you even find my page, bitch? I'm nowhere even near your frequency of thought. Like, you're in front of a Charlie Kirk memorial. Like, the fuck? Like, I don't even get it. Like, how you find my page? Like, that has nothing to do with me. Like, you have nothing to do with any of my knowledge, information. If you watch my shit, you wouldn't even have been at a fucking place like that. Not to say it's something good, like, because I can give a fuck about that shit. To be honest, like, I'm not gonna speak bad about it. I'm definitely not gonna speak good about it. So it's like, for you to say fuck Charlie Kirk, I'm gonna be looking at it like, the fact that you're even giving this nigga your attention, I wouldn't even give him a fuck you. That's how unimportant that motherfucker was to me. So either or, good or bad, like, how you find my page, even having this motherfucker on your consciousness to even go to a memorial, let alone even click a video. I haven't even clicked a video about that shit. People have to tell me that shit on my, I think Ralph D's told me about the motherfucker, and then I looked it up, and then I didn't even click any of that shit. This bitch is in a memorial. But how you find my page and connect it, but yet you have, like, it don't make sense. People are all over the place. Like, people stick to what you need to do. Like, how you gonna say you're a Christian, but then you going to go do yoga? That don't make sense. They tell you can't do yoga in the Christian. Like, stick to your shit. You flip flop and you get shot in the hood doing that shit.
like nobody. Yeah, it's like you said, nobody from certain backgrounds, like the hood and shit, no nigga don't like nigga. I know niggas be shitting on ghetto niggas and shit like that, but they do have some real sense to them. Like, why you give a fuck about this shit? Like,
for real.
Oh my god, that shit. That shit ceases to amaze me, bro. But what was gonna say? Fuck.
But the Doomers, and then the you said something about like the Gen Z Doomers and how they
Oh yeah.
they don't do nothing or something.
Yeah, like the Gen Z Doomers, they don't do nothing, and then it creates this whole red pill wave of like niggas gotta feel like they gotta be some ultimate alpha male, or they go to the black
And
pill.
the thing is that those anybody using the term alpha and beta, that's somebody who's in their feminine energy. Because if you look at the people that consider themselves alpha, let's just say that Wes Watson, the one, if you know who the Wes Watson is, he's like
No.
probably, oh, he's like this nigga, like he takes a whole bunch of steroids. Though you know those niggas take a bunch of steroids and they're always talking, they're
Oh.
yelling and they're like, man, need to do it. Those niggas have the most feminine energy. Because anybody, I used to bodybuild and work out a lot, and what I realized is a lot of people who are into bodybuilding, these are very feminine men. Like they have a lot of insecurity, they have body dysmorphia, which this is why you'll see a bodybuilder with a lot of steroids and you'd be like, damn, this nigga's yo. But in his mind, with body dysmorphia, you could be the most jacked person and you don't look that way because it's your mind is delusional. So these people, they care about their body, they're insecure. A lot of them, they're not as tall as they want to be, they're not as big. So people like Cali Muscle even admits he has body dysmorphia. Like he said it, and he does things to show you he has it. The West, so a lot of these men, they will get muscular and then they start yelling and getting angry and all hype and shit. That's a feminine tendency. They have a lot of feminine energy. Like I notice a lot of men. One thing you'll notice is a lot of men with the cancer placements. They act the most so-called alpha. Like when you see a man that's always like oh fuck you nigga, let's go lift weight. You notice they have a lot of cancer in them. Or when you see a man that's always angry and upset, they have a lot of cancers of feminine side. Yeah, you'll either see a man that's a cancer who's, if it's a cancer man and they're not gay, they will always be angry all the time, always, because it's emotional. So they're always upset and angry, and they always need to let you know, like, I'm angry and don't fuck with me. That's that cancer, because cancer is very emotional, and they're always worried about their appearance, their look, and they always, and the people that they're cool with, that's when you'll notice they'll let their guard down, which is cancers will only let their guard down to people they really fuck with like that. To a certain level. So when you see them around people they fuck with, that's when you see them like act all like feminine and all like a certain. But when they're not around that and they're in a vulnerable position, like in a Capricorn situation, that's when they start acting all tough because they gotta make up for that. Like I noticed that. Like you'll see a lot of the most emotional men. You'll see the ones that get angry and upset. Most of the time they'll be Cancer. You'll think Capricorn is more level-headed because Capricorn they have a purpose to everything, even their emotions.
Let me tell you something. As like a Capricorn, usually Capricorns don't even get that pissed off unless like you really did something to them. Like this is
unless you fuck with their money, or you stop them from like you probably did something where they got kicked out on the street homeless or some shit and they don't got no house, and you were responsible for that, or you fucked up their business, or you destroyed their business, or that's how you really get a Capricorn. A Cancer, all you got to do is be like, I don't fucking like you, you're a bitch. And then they get all emotional and riled up and want to fight you because they don't have, that's their purpose, is the emotion. Like you hurt their feelings. A Capricorn, you can't hurt their feelings unless you hurt something physical in their life. Like they're something they working on, like they working on a project and you sabotage it and you get that project shut down. That will piss the fuck out of a Capricorn because you fuck with their shit. But a Cancer, you just got to fuck with their emotions really, and not invite them to a certain party or some shit. And then there'll be a Capricorn like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to go to your damn party. They don't care.
I'm done. And it's funny because like I was into that gym bro shit too. And you know, a lot of these gym bros is like, they think that shit gonna get women, but really like they the opposite. Like they're feminine and stuff like that. And
they are.
They always attract the most masculine girls ever. Like the gym. The gym
You know, because
mommies.
all the women in that community are very, very masculine. There ain't no women because most people that are in a bodybuilding community, they've gone through some type of like um trauma where they felt like they weren't enough, so they need to go. Because you got to look at how hard it is to build muscle. If you spent 10 years to build a body, there's a 8 out of 10 chance you have some type of um trauma in regards of how you looked and felt, and you're using the gym to make up, which I'm not saying is a bad thing because it's good to try to heal and do better. But if you
Mhm.
just go to the gym and you don't heal in other aspects, because if you actually heal your soul internally, you wouldn't need to go to the gym and you'll still feel like you look good. Going to the gym shouldn't be something you do because you felt like you didn't look good enough. Because if you feel like you didn't look good enough, that has nothing to do with how you look. It has something to do with your inner world. Because once you
Right.
get that right, then the way you look at yourself and feel about yourself, that transforms. This is why you'll see somebody with a lot of muscle and they be hella awkward and they still don't get no fucking bitches or whatever. It's because the muscles don't really mean shit, really. It doesn't, because even when you do get a female who's attracted to muscle, the way you think and the way you act, the female is gonna be like turned off still. Because this is why you'll see a lot of these black pill or some like there's one dude I met, he like every female they'll be attracted to me and then we go out, but then after that they act weird and they don't want to, like they don't get attracted to me no more. It's because of with women it's more than just the way you look. Like you can look good for a woman and then they'll fuck you, but if you don't show other masculine type of traits or like that are like you're in control of shit and like you have more of like a security about stuff, not to say like you're like you just got to have some type of purpose. Because when you're doing something in life, let's just say you like qigong
Yeah.
and MMA. Let's just say you want to open an MMA and do qigong and you're go hard about it. When a female sees that you're going hard, that's what they look at more than just looks. A man is more different. A man can a female can kind of not be too much into her shit, and a
Mhm.
man can overlook that as long as the woman is supportive to what he's doing. So the woman, she just has to support what he's doing, and that. But men, it can't be like that. If you're trying to support what a female's doing, a female's gonna be like, I don't know. This is why I never, like a lot of men will say, oh, she like shout out to Jay Vass. He said the
Mhm.
a lot of women aren't emotionally, like when he tries to tell them about their emotions, they're not emotionally secure. But the way I look at it is like you're not supposed to be like the way, like you're not supposed to be so emotionally open from that perspective to just anybody, because you always got to look at it from a purpose. It's like
Mhm.
if you're feeling emotional, the number one thing you need to do is resolve it within yourself. Once you start feeling you need to talk to somebody, you're automatically by default giving them the upper hand by thinking that they can help you. I've always looked at myself as more intelligent than anyone around me in
Mhm.
terms of my real life.
Mhm.
So if I had a problem, I never went to nobody like that, because I'm like, how the fuck can they help me? That's how I've always looked at it. So I've never really liked to tell people my problem, not because, oh, I'm some tough or hard person, or I just keep my emotions in. I say that as in, I just don't give a fuck about what your opinion is, because I should know how to deal with my shit. When I look at your life is fucked up. So what the fuck do I look like telling you? Like, no, I need to just figure it out on my own.
Hey,
And like,
hey,
yeah,
hey. So I'm speaking from experience. There was one lady that helped me, but like she was super old, and like
and
she has been.
there's nothing wrong with that. If you could
Oh
find someone
yeah.
to help you, then go for it. But nowadays, that's very rare to find somebody that can help you
Oh yeah, yeah,
nowadays.
yeah, for
At
sure. But
least for
like
me.
this was way back when I was 17 though. But
Hmm.
she had dealt with like hella kids who were like in prison and stuff like that. That's different. Like
Yeah,
asking your random average person, nah, bro. Like folks can't even help themselves. Like,
hmm, they
but
can't.
but um,
Yeah,
bro,
you'll find people that can help you now every now and like for me in my case, that'll be somebody who's doing what I'm doing, or doing who's done it longer than what I'm doing. Like let's just say like I'm whatever I'm doing, they're doing what I'm doing, but they've been doing it longer. So therefore, that's a situation I can see. But it can't just be no random person you just meet and they haven't showed you anything other than them just being a regular human. Like then I'm like, how the fuck? And it's funny how it says I have 0 people in the room, but yet this nigga just commented and then you're in the room. How do I have 0 people in the room? There's probably like about 10, 15 people in the room probably. They fucking with my views because they don't like because the reason I think they're fucking with my views is not because of the information and the knowledge I'm dropping. It's because I hurt their feelings. The way I talk, because a lot of people say, oh, they're banning my channel because of the knowledge, and not really. Sometimes it can be, but now the reason they shadow ban you is because you hurt their feelings. The way you talk and the way you attack certain things, it hurts their feelings. Because one of the feds, they came on my page, and I could tell they were fed because they were talking about Jesus is king and all this bullshit. And then he's like, "That's why you get shadow banned, because you talk the way you do." So like he literally admit like he got his feelings hurt. Because they don't block you just because of you dropping deep info. They block you because you hurt their feelings. You said something that hits to their soul. Like you said, sometimes I be saying something and it be hitting to you home. Sometimes I be saying shit hits home to them and then they get triggered and they get upset. So now they have to like really shadow ban me like crazy, which is funny because I'm not even fucking in the algorithm like that. Like I feel like they I've never even been in the algorithm like that, and they shadow ban my shit. Like my shit hasn't even gone to like I don't even get subscribers at all. I get one and that goes down,
bro. They do,
and like, but my views are like the same. So like, as people who get views like every day, like there's people who get views every day the same amount as I do, probably a little more, and then their subscribers go up. So like, what is weird?
Bro, that's funny you say that. And about the getting women stuff, I'm gonna be real. Some niggas just don't have no aura swag.
Yeah.
Or they don't feel good about themselves. And like, you know, there's nuances to it. Like I'm learning stuff too. Yeah, some dudes don't have no purpose or self-identification too.
Yeah, they don't.
But that's what I noticed, because when I was doing gym stuff, I was like, cool, I want to build muscle and build a body. But I ain't gonna lie, it took me like 2 to 3 years after high school, because I got a little fat. It took me like a good 2 to 3 years to be like, people notice like my body and stuff, and I was like, yeah, bro, like y'all are going hard for no reason, because like, how are you insecure looking like that? I'm like, bro, I'd have been not to say me, I'm already secure enough, but I'd have been like walking with my shirt off every day.
Yeah. And you didn't even you probably just like whatever, like it don't even matter, you don't need muscle or not, like it's all in the mind. That's why you see like a lot of these, even see some of these rappers, they be fat as fuck, their stomach hanging out, they like huge and shit, but then they still able to like have a certain like swag and aura, because it don't, none of that shit matters. And you know, it's most of the people who be the most insecure and shit are the people who never really grew up they never had no experience. Like a lot of Gen Z, they don't have experience.
Yeah,
like people who have experience, who've been through some shit, or who they've been in an environment where none of that shit really mattered. Those are the people who don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, and like I was gonna talk about like how, okay, I noticed how certain chronically online cultures is starting to exist, because these were the kids that were like self-isolated from the environment. So they went online. Like, you know them kids who was like sitting at the nerd table, or didn't get, they were like invisible, or people looked at them like kind of weird and awkward, like had no, who was swagless, no drip.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the people who be hitting the gym, and like freaking the people that be on the, right?
A lot of people will be hitting the gym, or they'll be motherfuckers like especially a lot of these content creators. You like, remember you told me that you said that you seen this guy on TikTok, and when you see him in real life, he was different than how he acted online.
Yeah,
it's like a lot of insecure people. Like they'll be in situations, especially like a lot of content creators that are that are like have like a certain amount of views, they don't know how to talk to people, bro. Like that's the first time they had people. So like these are people who like they think their audience gives a fuck about them. Like they get gassed up from the audience because they never had attention in their life. So when they get a few hundred people or a few thousand people watching their shit, they think they somebody special. And don't get me wrong, you are special, but not because of no 1,000 views. You special because you the fuck said it and you went through shit in your life to prove that you can say that. You see what I'm saying? Even if you didn't go through shit, you just said it. You just know you the shit. So that's why I know that's why you see a lot of these individuals, like especially like these Gen Z that have like a little following. They're the most cringiest. Like you can tell they haven't been through no experience by the way they talk about it.
Bro.
Like
Bro.
for you, like you like a Gen Z, right? You 20, and I can tell you have some type of aura, a swagger. Like you know how you sound like you not the way you look, but the way you carry yourself energetically. Somebody who's been through some shit in life, like somebody who's like you've been through some shit. Like I can tell, like you're not somebody who like because there's people who are like 25. I see they act like fucking like they're like an amateur to life. Like they don't know shit. They don't know anything. They're just fucking dumb. Like it's weird. And they're older than you. And I'm not saying when you say you're a 20, I'm like, not the way you look, because I can see you look like your age, but in terms of
some
how
people
you
say
act,
some people say I look 17.
say what?
Some people say I look 17.
Yeah. You don't look older, but the way you think and carry yourself as somebody who's like you can tell you not to say you've been through all experience because we all have experience to go through, but you have, but I can tell the way you move, you've been through some shit or some shit. Because compare most people like who are like even like people when they like 27, 28, because as you know, as time goes on, it's gonna the 28 really ain't gonna be 28. Like I see people that are like 28 right now, they don't even look 28. The way they act, everything, because time's accelerating. So like it's just weird.
Bro, fucking what's the name? That's funny you say that because I have a placement where like Saturn and the moon kind of like interact with each other. So like I have a lot of emotional maturity and stuff like that. But freaking
Saturn and the moon, that is emotional maturity. Saturn and the moon, is it a trine or a square? Because
it's
any Saturn moon placement is usually like serious. Like it's more like you got a serious nature. You take shit serious, which is good.
What's the name? I think it was either like a square or a square opposition. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But it was a placement in my chart where like certain aspects I have like a lot of squares and like certain oppositions where it's like
don't look at it like that, because if you have a lot of squares in your chart, if you're able to overcome all of your problems and master those tests, you're going to be more intelligent, more stronger, and have more experience than somebody with all the trines in. Because it's like, look at it as somebody with a lot of trines and Jupiter and Cancer. This is a person that you see that they boring. They're just so like everyone likes them, but it's not. They're just very regular. When you see somebody with a lot of squares and they mastered themselves, this is somebody who's very unique and they're different and they glow more than somebody with a lot of trines. Somebody with a lot of trines is somebody who just like a regular like a regular person. Like, did you see? You see somebody they don't got nothing to offer. Like, they can get it done, but it's like somebody painting a picture. Oh, paint me a cow, and you paint a cow. Somebody with a lot of trines, they'll paint the cow, and it's good. It looks like a cow. But then a person with a lot of squares that learned how to paint a cow, it looks more better because they did it in their own unique way. Because life has taught them that they have to do things differently and unique, and they have to go. So the way they draw the cow is going to be more different, and it's going to have a lasting memory versus somebody who's a trine. They didn't really go through nothing. Everything is in flow. It will still look good, but it's nothing lasting. It's just not to say that it's bad, but it's nothing that's like that will make you remember. It's just like, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
You get an A, where yours is gonna be an A plus. Like yours is just somehow it just sticks out different.
Right. That's funny you say that because like every time I express like, niggas be going through something and shit like that, to like certain people, I notice how like they'll be like, well, you didn't go through nothing. You still young. I'm like, I'm like, nigga, nigga, hold up. It's more than just like, you know,
You
you know what I'm saying?
what I
Like,
look the way I look at it is just because you old, because yeah, when you old you do go through much, but just because you could be a 45-year-old nigga, but you've been through more mistakes. So think about it. If a nigga who's 45, well, I know more than, yeah, you know more about failures, you know more about disappointment, you know more about getting let down, you know more about not succeeding because you've had more experiences of failure. So just because you 45 doesn't mean you know shit. This is why you have an old ass nigga in the hood. Only thing he could tell a YN or a young nigga is to go to school. You can't tell him how to go and create his own business, how to go and create his own situation, how to go and create some type of, learn how to create a gift or some type of purpose outside of the system, and then use that purpose to be in the system but not of it, and manifest from that. They can't talk like that. They could just say go to school. That's a nigga who the only
I'm
thing he
done.
learned is because if a nigga, if you 40 some years old and the only thing you could tell a kid is to go to school, that means you've been in so many situations up until your age 45 where life has told you that you should have went to school. So you probably couldn't afford the McDouble. You probably had to take Uber too many times, and you didn't have a car. So life has taught you that I should have went to
Bruh,
school, which that doesn't mean you shouldn't went to school. You just a stupid nigga because there's other niggas who had to take Uber and couldn't afford groceries,
bruh,
and they didn't go to school and they still got a nice car and
bruh,
then they still have a house. So
bruh,
that's just a nigga who's just a retarded 45-year-old nigga.
bruh,
You see what I'm
bruh,
saying?
bruh. My dad had wisdom, but he would always beat that school shit into my head, cause like, you know, um, I'm
And
gonna
I'm
be,
not
I'm a
saying that go to school. Go to school if you want to go to school. Like I don't want to say like it's
no,
bad to
no,
go to
no,
school.
no. I know go to school if you want to go to school, but like, you
Mhm.
is not lying, because my family do becoming my family do come from the urban backgrounds, and that should be out of like survival instinct of fucking being poor and shit.
Yeah, because black people don't have their own culture and their own really something to stand on. Like they don't have nothing other than what they've been taught. So it's like they're just telling you, and then even when you go to school, somebody gotta pay for that shit. That shit ain't free. Like you gotta get into debt, you gotta go fill out
Right.
a FAFSA form
A
and
fast
get in all this other bullshit.
man, bro, once I saw that, I'm like, man, I'm not gonna do school for a fat minute until like I get some bread and I want to do something. Even at that, nowadays you could just look up college courses online and they got free courses. So they just robbing you of money, like.
Bro, they had a fucking college course on how to be a minister at a church. Like literally, like it was a college course how to be a pastor or some shit. Like okay, I forgot what they called it. I think they called it like religious
Oh
studies
my
or some
god,
shit to
bro.
be a minister. And then they had another one how to be shit. They got shit for every fucking thing. Like it's like a scam because you got to understand like that's their business, that's their hustle. You create a college course, once you get create a college course and the government approves you, then anybody that signs for your college course, the government will give you that money and then they have to pay it back. So like this is what like that school ITT Tech, they got
Hmm.
shut down. It's a school, it was like a trade school, and
Hmm.
they got shut down because so many people were getting into debt and nobody was getting no good job doing it. So the government had to close
Damn.
them down. Anytime somebody fills out that loan form, the FAFSA form, and they get approved, the money, let's just say you got a loan for $100,000 to go to school. The government will pay ITT Tech or the school the 100,000, and then they'll break you off a little bit depending on the type of loan you get. Like if you get like a little, they'll break you off a little bit, but then they get the money, and then now you got to pay that money to the government or to the whoever you took the loan from. But the school gets that money, but you're not paying the school. So it's like a hustle. So anytime you sign the form, that's like $100,000, $50,000 that the school gets. So they have to shut down some of these schools because nobody was their program was so like lackluster where nobody was graduating nobody was. They were graduating, but nobody was getting no good job doing it. So it was like, what the fuck are we giving you money? So they had to shut. Some of these schools got lawsuits. Like there was a school called Le Cordon Bleu, a culinary school I went to for like a year. And the only reason I went, this was back in 2010, I only went to it because I just wanted to live in the city. Like it was in San Francisco, and I wanted to live because my brother had went to college, and he graduated, and I wanted to go to college. I wanted to like go stay in a dorm, but I didn't get accepted to none. I didn't get the grades to go to college, so I was like, well, I want to go to culinary, so I could go live in the city. And it was in San Francisco. I lived there for like 6 months, and I ended up leaving after like a few months. So the debt that I had was like, I think it was like 8,000, but they eliminated that debt because they had debt forgiveness, and my debt was so little so I don't have to pay it back because it doesn't show up. I checked, it doesn't show up, so I owe like 8,000. This was back in 2011 when I owed this money. So they ended up wiping that debt clean, but I ended up staying there for like 6 months, and they didn't even give me. I don't know what happened because I didn't even fill out the form. My mom had filled it out, and I was supposed to get like spending money because everybody that I was with, they had like $2,000 spending money I didn't get any spending money. I just had to so I got in debt and I didn't get any spending money at all. And I'm like, how the fuck did all these niggas get spent? I think she filled out I don't know what the fuck happened, but I didn't get any of that money, like, or some shit. I don't know why. I still have to even look. I have to look into that. What happened?
I'm done.
But I got to live in the city for like about 6 months, and the only thing I did was smoke hella weed over there and just chill in it wasn't even a dorm. It was an apartment, but it was it was a border apartment where like foreigners were like. It was fun though. I remember I was there. It was fun.
Bro, like I ain't gonna cap. I fuck with Cali people, but like I don't know, like. They have a slight little retardedness where it's like they have a slight little retardedness to them. I can't.
Hell. Yeah, you probably right. How is it?
Like I don't know what it is. Where it's like they cool, laid back. Some of them can be wise, but like some of them could be like unstructured as fuck. Like
yeah,
like
I feel you on that. Because it's more, I know it's like out there is more. I feel like people in California, they in their own world.
Yeah.
Like when I was in California, like they in their own world. Like people out there be doing like compared to out here, people are more in their own world. Like out there, people do their own thing. They live their life. Like they have their own. Like even when you look at the music industry, like the music in the Bay Area, LA. It's not mainstream like Atlanta, Chicago, New York. That's the mainstream rap, but you don't really hear about California rap compared to like because California is more like in their own world. So when it comes to like the trends, social media, and all that shit, it's not. That's why when I came out here, like there's hella homeless people in California. It's like the most homeless populated. When I came out here, was the first time I've ever seen a homeless person say we take cash out. I've never heard that shit, and I've met hella homeless. I met hella homeless. I'm not saying there's none that don't do it, but I've never seen a homeless person. And I've seen like hundreds of homeless people out there, and I've never seen a homeless person say we don't take cash out. We take cash out. I've never seen it. Usually because I feel like they kind of in their own world. And I noticed out here, like when I came out here to Atlanta, and even when like around the South area, people are more like. They're more into the trends. They're more into what's going on in social media more so than it is in Cali. That's what I realized. Whereas people out there are more in their own world, doing their own thing. Like I said, the music industry, like the Bay Area and LA music, it's not mainstream. But look at Atlanta music, Chicago, New York, all of that. You can go name artists from each one of these places. New York, they had the Pop Smoke, and in Atlanta they got like YFN, Lucci, and then in Chicago the Dirt. You don't hear about really none of that shit other than like Snoop Dogg because they do got underground music out in Cali. They do have it. It's not like because it's their own style, it's their own shit, and it's like like you said, they in their own world really. Niggas are more like even where I was from, like the city that I was at, like motherfuckers, they aren't into like the trends and the dressing. They just trying to hustle, make money, and do they thing. Yeah, you go to the Bay Area, niggas is more into it and shit because. A little bit more, but even then they have their own style and shit out there. Like it's more. I feel like it's kind of in their own world more so.
Hmm. Okay. I could see that because like the only reason why I was a little skeptical is because like Hollywood and stuff, but like Hollywood is Los Angeles and stuff, right? Like,
Hollywood is like it's by Los Angeles. It's not Los Angeles, but Hollywood is a city.
hmm
It's its own city. So it's like it's in that it's in LA County, but it's not actually LA.
hmm
LA is like LA is by it, but it's Hollywood is its own city. As
Okay.
they just
Okay.
call anything that's in LA County they call LA, pretty much. So
Okay. I see that. But nah, yeah, you kind of right about that. And you know, developing myself. You know, I noticed how a lot of people say like, you know, you look like you've been through stuff. Well, it wasn't like really. It wasn't really like external stuff per se, but it was like more internal stuff. Like
hmm
it was like mainly like household. It was mainly like household issues. Um, and then like,
look at this bitch. She went on another page. She got a Donald Trump fucking. Hold on, is this bitch
bro, is this a
stuck his
this
dick? Or
gotta be the
goddamn y'all are stuck on this. I just saying this comment right now. It's this bitch talking shit, saying suck his dick already. Got she got mad. You just butt her, bitch. Go take your fucking. Don't be mad at me, nigga. It ain't my fault. Your fucking pussy was played with, and your fucking you probably molested your kids, nigga, because your stupid retarded ass mother didn't know how to raise your kids, so that's why she gave him to that man and he played with they fucking dick. Go deal with that shit, bitch. Your retarded ass kids that got molested. You sick, nasty ass bitch. You probably helped. You probably had a fucking foursome with both of your kids. That nigga who molested it, and it was you. You did it with that nigga, you sick ass bitch. Go deal with him, nigga. Stupid ass bitch.
bro.
Go
You
deal with your
spent,
molested ass retarded kids that you can't even fucking see. With your
bro,
retarded dumb ass bitch. She's mad as fuck. I was clown off her ass.
bro. Everybody a troll. Like niggas don't have nothing productive to do, bro. Like,
Right? Look, she got the governor of California fucking stupid ass bitch. She got the governor holding a bottle of ketchup. Are you fucking retarded, bitch? You lucky I don't even live where you at. I would have fucking went and film. I would have even done nothing physical. I would just go and film you and gross your stupid ass. Probably throw a bottle of piss on you like I did to that bitch at Jack in the Box. Remember that old ass video? You probably didn't see it because this is before you followed me. I have a
no.
video on my page
Whoa, okay.
where I went to Jack in the Box. That bitch, I was just using a Wi-Fi. And the stupid bitch comes at me. Oh, did you ask the manager if you can use the Wi-Fi? Like, imagine going to Starbucks where they have free Wi-Fi, and
Why
the
do
employee
people
comes.
care? Like,
Yeah, the employee comes to you. Did you ask the manager? Like, why are you gonna ask me if I ask the manager? Did you tell anybody else who's using the Wi-Fi? Why you come to me? So I got mad. I went to my house because we live right by the Jack in the Box. I went and got me. It was a bottle of piss I pissed in, and I had spit and pissed in it for like about a week, and it was a big bottle. And I went in there and I just dumped it all over the cash register and all over the ground. I have the video still on my page. It was back in 2022.
oh my god, bro,
Yeah, June
bro,
2022. That bitch pissed me
bro.
off. I was like, clean it up, clean it up.
Oh, 2000. Nah, that's a long time ago. Oh,
Yeah.
2022. 2022 was like a year I was really going through it, but like it was a
Okay.
year. It was a year where I had a lot of self development and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not gonna lie, like school and then
Yeah.
the
I
stuff
was already
that's
in a bad mood too when
yeah.
that bitch did it because I was on my way. I was about to get. I was about to be homeless and get kicked out. So I was already in a pissed off mood anyways
hmm
when that bitch did it, and then she'd all tell me I can't use the Wi-Fi. And I'm like, I'm already going through all this shit, and you telling me I can't use a fucking Wi-Fi, and I'm sitting here about to probably get kicked out of the house and all this. I'm like, bitch, fuck. I said I got pissed, and I just said, you know what, fuck you, bitch. The fucking having like it's like
I
you
wanna
tripping over Wi-Fi.
I would have
I
did
wasn't even making no mess or nothing. I was just in there, quiet, doing my thing in a corner. She gets to come and say something to me.
motherfuckers. You don't get an extra dollar doing that shit, so motherfuckers be on trip mode.
Yeah,
But
like
fucking my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
2022 was the year I was on probation and shit. That was like the therapy session and shit. But my bad. I don't mean to take up that much time, but
Nah, you
fucking
good.
fucking.
Yeah, you kind of lagging a little bit.
Are you?
Like,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now. It's like it just lag. I can hear you, but like the video is lagging. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. As long as you can hear me. But
Okay.
yeah, I appreciate, like, shout out to Moody Mercury, baby. He had put me onto your channel, and then you had said something about like tantra and stuff and
Tantra. I
yoga,
never really spoke on tantra.
yoga.
Oh, yoga. Yeah,
Yeah,
yoga.
I did tantra yoga because I've been, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. Whatever you said about yoga, I don't know what is it about yoga, but like I just feel good about myself like even more. But
Yeah, because it's a relief. The yoga is gonna. The yoga, I feel, because with the qigong, once you stop doing the qigong, you can lose the energy over the little time alone. But the yoga is aligning the spine, so I feel like the yoga, the changes are more like lasting. Because like you could do your, like, for example, if I stop doing yoga for like 6 months, I still feel the same because I align my spine to a position where it can't go back. So
mhm.
it's like the yoga is very powerful. Like, and I do it every day still because I still have like a knot in my neck, and I know as that knot gets smaller, my appetite gets less. Like I can't literally like the foods that I can eat keep shrinking. Like that's why I have to go to like Whole Foods again. I don't just go to Whole Foods because I'm this. I think I'm better and I need to get more. And I literally have to go there because that's the food that's the less toxic. I can't even eat like I literally don't even think I literally feel like I shouldn't even be eating food because the amount of bullshit that I have to go through just to eat decent food. Like sometimes I don't even be eating because I'm like I don't even think I'm supposed to be eating. But I notice like as my nut gets less, I don't have a desire and craving for food as much. And even if I don't eat for like 5 days, even when I do get hungry, it's a different type of hunger. It's not like I need some food. It's more like I can eat. And when I eat, I can just take like a few bites and I'm satisfied and I can go fast for another 5 days. It's not like I need like it's crazy. Like so I
Right.
once this knot is done for is out completely like because it's like a little small tight tension and it was so big and when back in 2021 when I first started I was eating a whole bunch of candy. I would like literally munch on food throughout the whole day like because
Hmm.
I used to steal a lot of candy and food so like I abused food so much like I used to just eat like a drug like one of my favorite things to do was get high to eat. I needed to get high to eat, and I needed to eat to get high. So when after like some people say when I smoke I need to eat. When I eat, I needed to smoke, and when I smoked, I needed to eat. So
Hmm.
I never used to like to just eat without smoking or smoke without eating. So that's one of my things I used to do is like eat a lot of food, and I'll go out and I'll just be munching and smoking all day.
Hmm.
I abuse the fuck out of food so much where the spirit pretty much put me in a situation. This is why like I'm going through a lot of the shit I go through where like I can't even eat certain foods and it's harder. And it's not a bad thing. Like I actually enjoy it because I've saved more money. I don't crave as much shit. And I'm able to fast longer very easy. But I went through this situation because of I abuse food so much. So a lot of the shit I'm going through, like the spirit will make certain things me not like certain foods or certain foods hurt my stomach because I abused it so much. Because I would literally like eat because I was literally just shoplifting like carts of food, like a bunch of food, like a lot
Hmm.
of food I had. Like I have a video back in 2020. I have a whole box of snacks. I will literally just smoke and just eat all day and should get high, get drunk, and just eat.
Hmm.
And that shit was cut out of my life due to certain things and how I was feeling. So like now I'm at a point where that was when the knot was big,
Hmm.
and it was so big. My neck was actually looked bigger. Like if you see, if I have videos back in 2021, you'll see how my face looks more swollen and I have like my neck. I look more different because my
Hmm.
neck was. I had headaches and everything. But as that knot got smaller, then it took years. Like I've been doing yoga for it's going to be coming on 5 years in February,
Hmm.
and
Damn.
right now the knot is there, but it's very like it's getting smaller. And that nigga, there's Ella Tom. He's a breatharian. He said it takes 10 years to be a full breatharian. I've been doing this for 5 years, and 5 years ago, I was eating way more than I am now. So I know in about like another 4 or 5 years, once this not goes away, I'm not gonna need to eat no more because the energy is gonna be flowing through me. Because at first I didn't know what he was talking about. He always say meditation is the foundation. You have to have your energy flowing through you. And it took me probably till like last year to realize like I don't even need to eat as much. Like right now is like I could only eat 3 or 4 different foods, like organic chicken, and I have to season it with Nigerian
That's
Nigerian pepper, and I could only eat like this organic type of like the only thing I eat now is organic chicken and organic crinkle cut fries from Whole Foods. That if
damn.
it's anything that, or I eat some Nigerian food, and it has to be like Nigerian food I made. But if it's not
Damn.
Nigerian food or organic chicken, and I only season it with Nigerian red pepper and salt. I can't put
Damn.
other shit on it because it's
That
too sensitive.
that's funny. That's funny you say that because my experience has been so different. Like,
Yeah, excuse me. I'm gonna get to your comments. Shout out to Jay Bass. I'm gonna get to all the comments and everything.
my bad. Yeah, my experience has been so different because it's like somebody broke it down. Like, I'm supposed to be experiencing food and pleasure and shit, but like I will admit, like I don't get hungry until I start thinking about it. Like,
Yeah, and
um,
all of that's dependent on how much energy is going through your body. Like, so the
mhm,
more energy you have, the more you're not gonna get hungry. So you keep doing the qigong, keep
mhm,
doing the yoga. I guarantee you, about 5 years, you probably won't even be eating like you're eating. I know for a fact you won't be, especially you already have a kickstart with the qigong, so you already have the energy flowing.
mhm,
Do the yoga, keep doing the yoga. I'll say do full body yoga. Everybody's different because everybody has tension in different areas. You may have tension on your legs, your back. Me personally, it was my neck, so
mhm,
that's where I focus on more. But wherever you have tension, you want to focus on that more. And once you fully release all tension through yoga and you keep it with the key going, you're gonna notice the energy's gonna be flowing. You're not gonna need to eat or drink anymore. Like I could go on a 7-day water fast and I'll be straight. It gets kind of hard at day 6, but before I wasn't even able to do 3 days without feeling like I was gonna faint. Now I can do 5 days feeling good. Once I get to the 6, 7 without water, it gets a little hard. But without food, I can get to like 7 and higher. But
right,
without water is a little bit more harder because it's like it's more ingrained. But you can still do water fast. Still heal the body. Water fast is
right,
still breatharianism.
right. And then you could tell I've been doing it because like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Last year I had hella pimples on my face. I don't know if
Mm,
you noticed, but like all my pimples and shit on my skin went away. I
yeah,
still
that's
got
because you.
I still got
Is that
one
from the fasting or the qigong or?
from both.
Okay.
I did a 24-hour fast, like every other weekend, 24 hours. Like don't eat for a day. And
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, my skin's smooth now. Like
Yeah, that's what it does.
there's like of course it's like
And,
still a
and
little
it's more natural compared to if you use some fucking proactive or some type of like they tell you, oh, take sea moss or put coconut oil on your face. Nothing wrong with all that, but when you fast and you cleanse and you heal yourself naturally through the yoga, fasting, you feel more better than when you have to always put some shit on your face, and it just feels better because you're not. It's natural, so it's not it's more the healing is more impactful. You feel it more, and your skin looks like it's glowing more. Because if you use a lot of these chemicals, the moment you stop using it, the pimples come back because you're not dealing with it at a root cause.
right. And then like like I wanna like I've been looking into it. Like I wanna focus more on like pause on this like the sexual side of like yoga and shit. Cause I don't know, I was always been into it. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
I know it might
yeah.
sound kind of like suspect or something, but like
No,
yeah,
it's not. Like it actually like will help your whole sexual thing. And sex is more than just fucking. It's your attraction, even when it comes to like stability, because it's the root chakra. So anything dealing with the root chakra, like
Well, sacral.
it's good.
Um,
Yeah, or it's gonna show your security, your money, your how your desire to want to get shit done, your
yeah,
drive. That's gonna when they talk about sexual yoga, it's not just how good you can fuck. It's your drive, your desire, how you're able to get things done in the physical world, which can lead to security and money. So
right,
you have more drive, desire, and all of that's correlated with sex. It's like
right.
it's yeah, all of that, your drive, desire, and
And
then how
and,
you can make things happen.
and I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel way more. Pause on this. I feel way more sensual and fucking I feel way more sensual, comfortable in my skin, and like my body language changed a little bit.
Yeah,
Fucking of course I got a little bit more attractive and shit. Pause when I say that, but
you just becoming more of your who you are.
yeah.
Just your because all that other shit you were just blockages. Once you remove the blockages, you're like shedding all that unnecessary crap. That like that's why a lot of people in this world they have a lot of blockages, and then once you when you live with a blockage for so long, you start to think that's your identity,
Hmm.
and then you're like,
Hmm.
oh, I don't look, I look this way, or I'm this, or I'm that, or even the way you think about things. That's all like blocked.
Right, right. That's facts. That's facts. That's funny
Yeah.
you say that because like I'll be watching, I'll be watching I'll be watching Riz content. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna do some vids. I'm gonna do some Riz vids too. I'm done.
Yeah.
But fucking, oh yeah, before I go, my last thing is what I was gonna say. Fuck, what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, and the thing about MMA, you said you did MMA before, right?
No, not MMA. I did Taekwondo when I was younger. I never done
You
MMA.
you did Taekwondo when you was younger. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, this is a little bit of a personal experience, but like I don't know why and how this happened. It's just a mystery to me, right? But every time I
Yeah.
look at an MMA fight or martial arts in general, it's like I don't know how to put into words, but like when I get into it in these communities, first of all, they're full of weirdos. And it's
Mm.
like I can relate to you and your Qigong stuff because I'm also
Yeah.
into Qigong.
I think I don't think I think that's every community. I don't think it has to do with the community. It's just people in life nowadays are just fucking weirdos. Because like I told you with
Mhm.
the breatharian community, there's a lot of weirdos in that. Like 99% of the people in that community are just weird as fuck. It like you have literally people within these communities talking about how the whole world needs to be breatharian, which that's not feasible. That doesn't make sense. There's a reason why people go. Even I kind of promoted that on my page a little, which I go back on because that doesn't make sense. There's a reason why there's crops, produce.
Well, the
The
MMA
reason we,
community is just full of
yeah,
Charlie Kirk trolls and shit. Like,
yeah, fucking weirdos. Like
yeah.
bunch of that. Don't tie it with MMA. Look at it like that's every community you go into.
Hmm.
Damn near like even when I was doing like this every community I've been in when I was doing my trading, I would go on a trading forum. You have people like that. Like I don't think it's the community. I think it just you gotta look at it like most people are hurt. Most people are fucking damaged. Like this one Carmina bitch. Most people are very damaged. People been through shit. So people project their own problem because in life when you go, we all go through shit. Nobody's not been through shit. But then you have people who've gone through shit who take responsibility and heal. Then you have people who've gone through shit and they want to blame the world and project their own anger. And you don't want to do that because you're gonna run into somebody who's just gonna show you a mirror that you're not shit, and then you're just gonna be even more angry and be more of a projection of your bullshit, which nobody wants to be. So that's really what you're needing. You're just meeting people who are just damaged and very angry at themselves. Because when you're angry, when you project a lot of hate like that, and it's not caused, it's good to project hate if somebody's attacking you. Like I project hate onto demons and people that are against me. But if you're just projecting hate for no reason, like you said, these communities, these are people who don't like themselves. They don't like themselves, so therefore they have to show. They have to project that hate on others because you only treat people how you look, how you treat yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't love yourself and respect yourself, you're gonna be a fucking dickhead to everyone. That's why all of these people, they have all these projections and hatred.
Right. Fucking and I notice
But
when I'm watching MMA and stuff, I'm like,
and I'm
uh,
gonna get to your comments in a minute. I'm gonna after I just said because I got a lot of comments. I'm gonna try to get to all of them before I end the comment.
my
But
fault, my fault. I'm
no,
almost
you
done.
good. No, you good. I'm just
Is
trying
it
because I don't want
okay?
people to think I'm
Yeah.
skipping their comments.
When I notice when I'm doing like I'm looking at MMA and stuff like that, like I notice like I don't know how to put this into words, but like it's way more right brain than I thought too. And like when I look up videos on like how to do stuff, it's like,
Yeah,
damn.
don't.
Hmm?
If I was you, I would not attach um, MMA to people's beliefs or what they did. Just get the information
Just
and
get the
and
info,
dip. Don't
get the info
connect
and
it
dip.
to don't connect it to nothing because once you start connecting things, then that's when you'll start. You don't want to look at MMA as it's something it's not. None of these
Hmm.
people that in it that you say are right brain, they have nothing to do with MMA. They're just like you, trying to learn about it.
Hmm.
So, and even then, a lot of these people, they probably get their ass whipped. You see what I'm saying? Just like you when you watch an MMA fight, there's some people who are good and who win, and there's some people who lose and they run their mouth and they show out, but it's just to get their ass whipped. So a lot of these people who are in the MMA communities talking all that, those are the ones that probably get their ass whipped. You see what I'm saying? So don't even sweat what they gotta say. Don't even connect it. Just take the information and leave. Don't even. This is why I never connect myself with any community because once you connect yourself to a community that you didn't create yourself, then you're gonna see a bunch of people in the community you don't fuck with, and then you're gonna start attaching those people to whatever their community is about, which is you don't want to do that because it
Right,
has nothing to do with that. You didn't get into that community because of the way they think or because of an individual. You got into it based upon your own experience. So just keep it like that and just take the information and dip. You don't even have
right,
to be cool with somebody
right.
based
Take,
upon them being.
but
Yeah.
what I would say is that what I would say is that like fucking what I noticed is like once I started doing okay, like I did like I started to disconnect, right? And once I started looking at it from my own lens, I was like, this is not even as hard as or complicated or scientific as some people think. You feel me? Like it's really
Mm-hmm.
all I'm saying is like all I'm saying is like it to me it wasn't as hard as I thought I would thought it would be.
Yeah.
And really it was like some shit like
Yeah.
okay. It
Yeah.
was
You
just
just,
like
just
it
yeah.
was just
That's what
subconscious
everything in life.
it was just subconsciously coming to me like, wait, why are we making this a big ass science? It's not that hard. To me, you know what I'm saying? And then I was just realizing like, wait, hold up, I got a natural. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at the fight. I was like, damn, I would have done this, that, and the third. And then,
Mm-hmm.
spirit confirmation was like, oh damn, this chick beat this chick if she would have done this, that, and the third. And I was like, oh damn, maybe I just need to disconnect from all this shit. And I could really be cold if I just think on my own and shit and
Yeah.
just grab the information and then dip. Cause like, niggas don't know what they
Yeah. They don't.
niggas don't know what they talking about. And if they do know what they talking about, you would see like it would work and shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to Bruce Lee. You feel me?
You
But
just gotta let shit happen.
yeah, you just gotta let shit happen. And like
But
I'm not gonna lie, I took a break from it a little bit because it was like, I was overstressing. But
yeah.
yeah. But with that being said, bro, I'm finna come up with a Qigong course. It's finna be like $5. Um, if y'all want the course, I'm currently creating the course right now and shit. Fucking
For sure.
it's not
Yeah,
gonna be a
do
lot
that,
of money.
man. You should do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a lot of money. It's not gonna be a lot of money. It's just gonna be Patreon, couple here and there, and then tell your experience, and then if you want, you can help me out and shit, and then I'll give you a split of the money and shit.
Okay, man. We could talk about it in the email.
All right, bet. What's your
But for
email? I
sure.
forgot.
It's a nofade100@gmail.com.
No fade. Hold up.
I'll type it into the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing is, before you go, like, just be careful when you put your email out there. Be careful on who sends you any link that somebody sends you. Do not click a link, because that's one way they can hack into your phone and get your passwords and go into your banking. And is if you click on a link, because how hacking works is they send you a link, and once you click on a link, they're able to see all your information on in your email and your password. So anybody that sends you a link and it's not something like from, like, let's just say you have a bank and they send you an email, don't click on it. If it's like your bank, or it's like Walmart, you purchase something, then that's a different story. But any random person you don't know and you didn't even ask for, they just send you a link, always question it. I would not click any link that anybody sends you.
Right.
So, because
Right.
just to play safe, because I knew somebody recently that they got their whole shit hacked. So it was because they clicked the link that was somebody sent them. They went into their Cash App, they spent a little money, and they shut down. They don't even have access to their Instagram no more. So
Right.
be
Right.
careful. There's people who do that shit. So
Right. I appreciate the knowledge for a little bit for the MMA shit, cause I'm not gonna lie, this shit, like I'm figuring out, maybe because like I'm just a smarter spirit anyway, but it's like, yeah, I need to stop like connecting beliefs and shit, because really everybody fucking lost anyway. So,
yeah,
but anyway,
just take what you can and just go with it.
all right. But anyway, I'm out. Peace.
All right, then shout out to Stereo. Yup. But yeah, shout out to Mysterio. Just take it, whatever you got it, just go along with it. Don't hold on. Yeah. But that's the email if anybody wants to send me. And I don't click links, so don't send me no link. Um, if you want me to look up something, just point me in a direction where I can go on the internet, or just don't even send me no link. I don't click links. I don't trust it. So, but I'm gonna read some of these comments. Shout out to Jay Vass. He's like, as was at Walmart shop and I didn't skip. Yeah, you got to be careful when you I don't skip scan any items. I don't really go like I'm not gonna tell you guys what I do to take mine. That's one thing I would never tell. I would never speak on. Maybe if I knew you in real life and we met then. But as far as like the internet, there's certain things I don't talk about on here, because one thing about it, you don't want to say certain things because you don't want too many people doing something, because that's how most shit gets shut down. So, but yeah, you shouldn't really. Certain stores I will use a scan and take things, but Walmart, I noticed recently they haven't really been using those things at the Walmart, because sometimes they don't use the little phone that tracks stuff you didn't scan. Sometimes they don't use it. So, like, I noticed recently at the places I was going, they haven't been using it, but sometimes they do. So you got to be careful when you're using that type of where you're like, but Yeah, you gotta be careful doing that shit. But I'm like, man, you don't worry about it. Yeah, but you say if I was working, I'll let people. But you got to understand, like they have a system set up where I'm pretty sure they know if things are going missing, they'll you got to look at it like this. How would they know if the person who's in charge of looking at people stealing, what if they have their friends and family come to steal and get free things? So you got to look at it. So they're also looking at the person who's looking at you. That's how these corporations and these any place that's dealing with they're always gonna have somebody watching you. Even like loss prevention, they have this is what they call an audit. AUDIT. They audit, so they have to look at if everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. So when it comes to big corporations and big systems, they're looking at everyone, even like a manager who's in charge of keeping the money. They audit the whole business so to make sure if any dollar is missing, then they're able to pinpoint it. And so you can't. If you said if you were working there, you'll let people steal. I'm sure that Walmart has a way where if you were working there, they'll be able to know if you're letting people steal. So that's why, like in a way, they have to really be on it. Yeah. But I don't even really I don't even really like stealing shit from the self scan thing because that's usually like the hardest way to do it because they be looking. Sometimes I'll do it, but I don't do it that way. That's like actually the yeah. Every time if you want to go and steal from the self scan, make sure they don't have the phone, or even if they do have the phone on them, like put the shit in the bag you want hella quick. Like sometimes they'll have the phone, and I'll just put the shit in the bag hella quick, so they don't see me put it in the bag. But then the shit that I do scan, they'll see that, so they won't see this other shit in the bag unless they go and check the bag, which they're not gonna do that. But yeah. I can't believe this bitch is all still talking her mess. Get your stupid ass out of here. Talking about brainwashing techniques. If I'm brainwashing, get the fuck off my page, you dumbass bitch. If I'm brainwashing, why are you watching my page if you think it's brainwashing? You need to be brainwashed. You're fucking retarded. Like people talk about brainwashing like it's such a like no. To be honest, some people need to be brainwashed. Like if you're retarded and you don't know anything, you need to be brainwashed to know something that's gonna be beneficial to you and anybody you're dealing with. You see what I'm saying? You need to be brainwashed, bitch. People speak like brainwashing is all bad. No, bitch, you need to be brainwashed. You obviously if you would have been brainwashed on how to take care of your kids, bitch, you would still have them in your life. So don't talk about how brainwashing is all bad. But you need to be brainwashed. That's why you don't got no kids, bitch, because you weren't brainwashed on how to take care of your kids. Like how the fuck like dumbass bitch has a picture of a politician as your profile picture. Get your dumb ass out of here. You're into politics, you idiot. You go to the city hall. You still vote. You still believe in Republican and Democrat. You probably think fucking Governor Newsom is the whole reason why you can't afford groceries. You're retarded, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Don't ever click on my page. She got mad because I roasted her stupid ass. That's fucking hilarious as fuck. That's how I could tell. Like, I'm not even gonna get into that, but the people who be trends on mainstream be having large followings, comment. But that's why I don't even like to watch people with a lot of followings because when I see somebody with a huge following and a lot of comments and likes, that just shows me that they have nothing to offer me. They have nothing to offer the world. Because anything that's actually beneficial is a threat to the government. So if it's in the algorithm, that means it's there's nothing that's a threat to the government. That's whether it's safe. It's like it's a safe haven for the government to promote. So that's nothing that's gonna benefit me or my people or people that I fuck with. It's not benefiting any of us. So I don't even like to watch it unless I'm gonna expose that fucking shit. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end this live stream, guys. I'm gonna end this live stream and I'm gonna be back a little later. I'm gonna still do part 2 and roast this bitch again. You dumbass.